frustrating, man. That is a frustrating. It's nobody's fault. It's just like fuck. All right. Tweeted we're live. We're live on all 3 platforms. Let's see if Hooksy beats
to CT spawn.
You guys down?
Players waiting because the CTs often will flash their way into that one. So
what the hell's going on in there?
Yeah, we've got the mouse doctor out here.
Mouse surgery.
I know what's interesting because he's like staring into the sensor, and I'm like, what do you see? what are you seeing by staring into the sensor? Like, what kind of vision do you have to be able to
I'm usually live on Twitter.
Staring into the sensor.
I don't know. Our producer says the ball, which that's an instant age giveaway.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I appreciate that.
I remember cleaning out those things because they've got like there's 4 little rollers inside. You can like clean the.
So we're gonna have probably a shorter stream today because I want to wake up early tomorrow, even though I got matches now. Now I'm just kind of annoyed, so I'm not gonna wake up. I'll probably wake up at like 3 or 4 tomorrow.
I feel like the whole having like dog hair or cat.
I feel like I missed the day.
I don't like feel like that's not an issue anymore. I don't know if sensors just somehow
don't like
at
this.
mitigating because I feel like that all like in the early like laser mice, like anything that got in there and like the whole thing was kind of off.
Yeah, especially the laser ones. Yeah, the opticals are much better in that regard. But you can. There's like certain tricks. Like if you have, I know with certain mice, I forget which ones. I don't want to say a brand just in case I'm wrong.
Right.
But like you'd have to like put some tape if you wanted to like change the lift off distance. You'd have
to
put some
dude,
tape,
my hair is wet.
or like 1/2 of the sensor, and then you can kind of like adjust the lift off distance because the
Rev.
Like
so basically, the other team has to move, and Heiza moves some shit today too.
That I just can't
for our other matches, so it's all just fucked.
You just buy a different mouse.
All right.
Yeah. Or just
Coppertone, thanks for the 57-month primer. Nivek, thanks for the 72. Crack, thanks for the 31. Young, thanks for the 21. Zach, thanks for the 21. Naxi, thanks for the 26. Munchy, thanks for the 14. Baron, thanks for the 48. Chan, I'm matching all gifted.
Here we go.
Despite, well, I'm not late. I said I wasn't going to be on it this time. Normally, I would say I would take the blame, but this was intentional.
Let's see what Spirit do. It's
I was wrong.
So one-dimensional with Spirit too, because they do love those catwalk executes. But for Astralis, this is more how I like it. Aggressive at the beginning. Donk sees it coming though, and he will get rid of the ones. Shocking.
Mod check. Do we have any mods on for prediction?
Take on over. So 2-for-1 trade, which will be favoring the Spirit side, and they have plenty of time to decide what to do from here.
What's a better way to tell you guys when I'm like not gonna be on though? Is Twitter fine, or should I ping? I always worry about pinging you guys on Discord because I don't want you guys to think I'm going
live. Those 2 players are lost. I think if they try to move now, either way, Device by car. How many can he get? 2 kills. That's actually fantastic. And Stone in position for the assist. But the bomb is down by car, so Device is going to be holding that one. He's basically in a 1v1 here. Hooksy is too far away as Shiro makes his way forward. Through the window, the Molotov, he knows precisely where to, or does he? Does he realize how perfect that was? Oh my god, it was so perfect. Device is dead, and the bomb is in the hands now of Shiro.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll drop a message in the live thing without
really well.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll start doing that. So just a heads up, if I'm like, I'll try to give you guys like a notice each day about what I'm doing. I think tomorrow I'm gonna try to set my alarm for like 4 in the morning.
By the way, I would not
so I'm catching some of the games, but I still have matches tomorrow.
If he stops to take the fight at window, I think he could have.
All right, I'll give you guys a prediction. Hold on.
But there's a chance that he might have said, I'm going to die probably anyway, so I'm just going to stop and wait for somebody to beat me and hope that, I at least...
I think that was a pug, but fuck that pug. Nobody gets points for that.
Huge device.
Double secret bullshit.
It's another classic scenario where they pretend to clear the corner, but they don't.
Yeah,
on the Spirit side.
And it's really hard to get those types of multi-kills with the M4A1S, I would say, as well. So there you go, Device. Yeah, that is Shiro on the scout. The assassin. The calm assassin.
Oh, don't give it up this early, Astralis.
You had to watch M80? You want me to throw it on for a second?
Hard round, that last one. that was probably that should have been the round where Astralis kind of lose the money. But
that really helps matters.
9 to 12.
Yeah, but you also have money for the last 2 rounds. Like next round's going to be a full buy. You'll be left with like 1,000 in the bank, and you have the full losing bonus. So the last round
Is
could be a
G2
buy too
choking?
if you need it. I think the only thing is you don't want to concede this round without fighting for it.
That's it. It is the next round, yeah. And luckily, Sin holding on to Banana. The bomb site's open. Sin's giving out headshots.
I mean, they're trying to like execute this push to hope and pray that it's going to pull M80 back to the B bomb site, but with that loss of player and with the push that deep, I think it's just kind of given over the idea to M80 that if they're pushing this far down Banana, like they think
Banshee, thanks for the 52. MW, thanks for the 67. I appreciate that, MW. I do try. Jono, thanks for the 5.
Shifted back from that stack.
Just know that today is basically
this
a
round actually isn't
fucked up
contested nearly
stream.
as closely as I expected it to be, but G2 still have, you know, set themselves up for 2 solid buys to close out the map.
Tomorrow's a fucked up stream for a crazy stream tomorrow.
Yeah, at least they have 2 buys going into
Did I
that. This would
oversleep?
be
No,
an
I meant
unbelievable collapse from G2.
I meant to sleep this long. I was supposed to have a match today,
from M80.
so
Not too far away from it now.
I didn't want to wake up at 2 a.m. to play a match at 6
2
p.m.
more rounds and they've got overtime.
But this is, I mean, this is an area you just don't want to be if you're G2.
The
You've gotten to 12.
stream, the artifacting is on their side, chat, and I think it's actually, you know what's funny, chat? I think it's only the second stream.
Yeah, disgusting. 2 stand-ins. You have this series right there on a plate. You have 6 chances to close it out, and you lose 4 in a row. It cannot be a good atmosphere within that. It's got to be so tense
People
for
think
G2.
G2's underperforming. I mean, I can say I just don't like watching G2 right now because I just feel like I'm watching it. Like
Round
there's
23,
no investment.
all AK-47s
right? Like,
for M80. That AWP is out.
This
in the hands
isn't a
of Hades.
team. This is a placeholder, right? So it's like I don't have expectations. It's just kind of annoying.
The lead has dwindled 12-6 to 12-10.
Morph, thanks for your 51. Nate, thanks for the 4.
Flash underhand through the smoke. Breaking through that first layer of cloud cover in Banana. Mobs to come away with the opening kill. He gets around the corner, but look at this. Slacks is chasing them down. It's just 1 for Slacks. Mobs is
Mobs
stepping
may have
up.
finally finished
And
it.
he looks to eliminate his former teammates. 2 players left. Mobs has a triple.
This is the final play for M80 to survive. This one from Rek. He's found the gap in CT spawn. You could see Sin go passive, checking his flank, making sure Rek is going to have all the time in the world to make this happen. And now a little bit of utility to try and pull some of the B defenders back towards the A bomb site, but it's not going to work because Hades has an angle towards top mid with the AWP, and he's telling everyone it's clear. Nobody's using this smoke.
Well, Taz looking for it. Insta-dink onto Rek. Grenade going in. Now they're locked in. Taz is going to chase him down. He grabs it on the MP9. It's
Damn,
all
bro,
on
bro
Sin.
got ran down by
no
Taz.
forgiveness here. No mercy from G2. And they just sit back. Sin hears the steps as CT spawn. This god. Looking to peek him. Not giving him the shot. Not giving him the chance. 25 seconds into the open. And Sin will go down to Mobs. It's a 4K to close it. Mobs will knock out
Considering
his
it's specifically the B stream, I think it's a PGL thing, Stallone, and it's literally the same
yeah, I mean,
site,
that is
site, so I don't think it'd be any different.
I'm surprised they went for the retake in the 4v5. I actually genuinely don't think that was ever.
Middle, thanks for 35. Thank you, dude. Any other primers, prime forgetters?
Yeah, with no U2, I agree with you.
Davies, brothers, biggest fan, thanks for the 31, and Harry, thanks for the 25.
On the CT side here, they're going to save the AWP, but they don't have a lot of cash, so.
Sorry for that pre-roll ad, Harry, but yeah, we just went
putting your team in a
live.
Potentially a tough position. But yeah, I mean, this is the challenge with Spirit all the time. Is if you play forward, they usually are slow enough that their default is good enough that they're going to catch you a lot of the time. And if you play more slowly, then you get pushed back, and you never really know.
So close for the Vice. And indeed, the consideration of you want to hold onto your util as a CTs, but then that opens you up to like fast plays later from Team Spirit, where they can exploit that. So it is an interesting balance. And And right now, Astralis not looking like
Danger Dave,
too
thanks for your
interested
primer.
in
Smoodle, thanks for the 35.
challenge for deeper cap position, but you can see Device on a more passive angle. But at the same time, will this just get smoked off again? He's always going a bit deeper to see what he can find. There's that same smoke, and Anders, I think this is what you're talking about.
Yeah. This time it's the B-split version of it, though. So Device is calling it out, saying, all right, they've thrown the initial smoke, but he really wants to know. He has to get the information, which is why he's pushing this way. It's really smart. Chopper's really going to get the jump down and shoots down in the back as this is all happening. Flash is there to be set it up. It's down. There we go. That's a good kill for Chopper, even if he ends up getting traded. Flank from Hooksy.
Damn, I think he knew he was about to get fucking mauled there.
Seconds. That's the bomb here running
down,
back
that
through
is.
the middle. Hooksy, he's so efficient in slowing them. And now a 3 versus 3, which is 27 seconds. Spirit, they might have fumbled a little bit in this round and also being pushed by Hooksy so much that they weren't ready. Device to take down Magix, and it is Sontix and Shiro. Not a lot of time. Mid-air as he catches Sontix, and Shiro will have to walk away from this round. Astralis very proactive to shut this down. I'm actually really surprised by this. I don't normally see, this is the sort of stuff that's so hard.
How was Astralis broke after one round loss? Well, we swapped back and forth, but I imagine they just didn't live with 3 or more.
Yeah, and like you say, you know,
Like winning rounds is cool, but if you're barely winning rounds,
as you were describing precisely, like the main dynamic of
yeah, you're usually not building up economy.
Where Device is looking for the info, and this delay from Hooksy, even if he didn't get the kills, just the mere delay staying alive was so huge. And the fact that again Device had that timing for the info, that then there's a stoppage on the scaling through mid doors, so they can't actually scale through mid doors, so they're just stuck. Just absolutely brilliant. And Anders, this feels like Team Spirit have to reevaluate how they might run this cat control.
Yeah, but you gotta wonder if, you know, again, the long plays are contingent on the fact that you're actually getting the long spawns a lot of the time. So unless they do that, some of the options here are slowly being taken away.
Bizzle, thanks for the 6-month primer. Thank you, beautiful.
Hooksy timing there. Those long pushes are exceptionally hard to get down.
Oh yeah, no. Tom Cruise and Device have never been in the same room at the same time.
Up a dark position, but you know there's going to be an early incendiary down. Smoke actually being thrown.
Yes, well, and it's literally the same website, so I'd be a little surprised if it was different.
So it makes it very, very
Void,
hard
thanks for the
to
50-month
push
primer.
towards
Thank you.
inside.
Appreciate you checking it, though, Stallone.
Okay, lurk smoke set up now for Spirit, so it's trying to create a bit of a platform for them to flush out through. Gabby doing the best they can to bait them in the stair if anyone wanted to show up. Yeah, it looks like it just will be a B execute. Trying to push while the reload's happening. Actually, Sontix shooting straight into the sky.
Damn, Flum, your hairline is strong.
It's a lot of pressure. This might actually work out. Very low on health, and Donk with the double opening to get them back into the bomb site.
No, dude, I'm balding.
Device has the orb, not really the best weapon to retake.
If you just squint really hard, I'm basically
Their
Cooper.
absolutely sucks, Astralis. So yeah, they're out. They are out. Interesting stuff. Okay, so Spirit will pick up another round.
It's a funny situation.
Luffy's, I think I can get one, to be honest with you.
Gabby's spraying through the smoke is just to try and lure somebody in, and that's what happened. So they actually get what they wanted, Astralis. It was just
I actually squinted, brother in Christ. You need help.
Shout out to
D-Sims,
Sontix,
thanks for the
I think,
primer.
showing
Thank you,
what
dude.
It means to be an entry sometimes, because even if he didn't get the kill, he managed to run so deep in that all of their crosshairs in fighting him are so far away. Like, they're all focused on, like, they've got their backs turned to the rest of Spirit, and maybe worse to Donk. So even with no kills, just getting deep enough in, and the lurk smoke also allows him to do that. So it's a very nice setup.
It reminds me of, again, maybe dating my Counter-Strike self a little bit, where we had JW, and that was all fun. Also just like bunny hopping backwards into sites.
You think Hooksy makes more sense for Astralis?
It's interesting you bring it up, because it is a thing that people do.
Yeah, I think he did a long time ago, but
they will backpedal in with the first guy.
As always, Astralis makes everything more complicated than it seemingly needs to be.
That is a thing that is done every once in a while, although I haven't seen it necessarily with these teams.
And the movement doesn't feel like it's good to like execute that. I feel like maybe in CS2 as much. At least the bunny hopping backwards.
That's not. Yeah, we've lost
We lost that one.
We've lost some things. Although I'm still.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. I still think the bigger problem is they bought Stalin and fucking Yabby for $2 million.
What's happening with the bunny hopping thing? But, it is fun. Smoke out long for the CT side, so they're going to try and slow this down.
That's the real fucking problem. These guys stink, man.
Give up the kill. There's a lot of people out on long for Astralis at the moment, so they're investing time and resources into clearing this part of the map. They might still be in a good position to stop any kind of a catwalk play. Donk runs in there, but Device ready and waiting, and now they probably will just turn it into a split. I don't see why they would want to go into the AWP or Device here.
Tomato, thanks for the 38-month primer. Thank you, dude.
Into the middle here. A little bit too much. Suntix goes down. A bit of confusion on the Spirit side. They did get the kill up on the A-bomb side, but still 4 versus 3
Ooh,
here. Pretty
you heard it, right?
Shiro gets dropped before he had a chance to fire that rifle. And even with the bomb plant right now, Chopper and Magic's in a lot of trouble. Just one player left.
Hooksy, my fucking goat.
The 4 members of Astralis that are going to be coming in. They've already thrown all the grenades here. Another HE landing. I haven't really touched him yet, but as soon as they figure out where he is, they should surely be able to collapse. Bit of a peek there and nearly a free kill to start with, but it's just way too much. Nice retake. And
so the plan for today's stream is to just finish this game, guys, and then I'm going to watch Simple and FaZe playing some Face It together for some fun YouTube content. I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like.
That was sort of a weird fake.
And then I'm going to take the rest of the day.
After you see nothing, no trade frag, like
mostly because I fucked up my whole day, so I'm just going to take the L and spend it with Nori.
The A side, which actually makes sense.
Yeah.
But then it almost helped their retake. So much.
No, I'm not sleepy.
So bizarre.
If you guys are just getting in, I was supposed to play a match today. That's why I woke up later.
They kill Stown. That was Donk getting killed. Then Device gets the refrag. They know that Hooksy is going to be long, so they must know that there will be 3 people at the A-bomb side. So that's why I thought the instant B split would have made sense. But
so it was just unlucky. It was just like I planned my, unfortunately when you're making sleep schedule changes, it's kind of tricky.
That's all in the past now.
Yes.
Anyway, Nori's not taking the L. I mean on the schedule part, you fucking weenie.
Yeah, it's a great start for.
No, that's how I'm turning the day into a win. Grow up.
Denmark's back, Dan.
Yeah, I mean Spirit definitely, one of the favorites of the tournament for sure.
Oh my!
And maybe that's one of the reasons. Great shot from Shiro. That's painful.
Hi, hello.
4v5 with the 1 minute.
You should buy Astralis, guys. We did this exercise yesterday. If I had millions of dollars to waste, I can assure you, I would never waste it on Astralis.
Very deep nade landing on Suntix. I do want to point out that Spirit
that's a nice area, Stevo.
Single smoke in the doorway, which allows Astralis to blow open the smoke. Oh. Some other teams now, we saw one of them already, they will double smoke middle, like one on...
If I was a billionaire, then I'd buy Astralis. So rename them Astralis. And then I'd release all the players from their contracts.
So we'll see if that becomes more of a factor in the future. Good damage. This is a 4-on-5, but some of these Spirit members are a little bit tacked up. There's the double smoke in middle. Device gonna play around here. Nobody's really pushing it for the Spirit side.
Tom Cruise, though? No, if I was a billionaire, I just would allow Tom Cruise to play for whatever team he wanted. I'd pay the team he wants to join.
The stolen AK. He's taken out Donk. What a show. Hooksy defeating Donk. Nobody saw that coming. 4 versus 3, but again, a tough choice here for Astralis. If they lose this, they don't have a lot of money.
True. Make them a 10-1 major, so it's just Astralis forever.
They want to be frugal. Love to see the boosts.
Look at the scoreboard as well for the Spirit side. Donk with 10 kills. It's like 4-4-1-2. That's just nice.
What happened to M80? They started to look good. I just think they lack reps, man. I genuinely recorded a video on M80 recently.
That's what you get out of it?
Yeah, man.
I'll rehash it here. I don't mind. You guys will just have to, there's 4 other teams I talk about. We talk about all the NA teams coming up for the major.
Yeah. I actually don't even need to boost. I'm not going to try and get any kills. I just really...
M80's map pool is too shit.
Validate me.
Without even getting into...
3 Spirit,
without even getting into players or ability to play the maps.
There is
their map pool is fucking weak.
To maybe get some momentum.
They play and are good at all the maps that everyone fucking plays.
It's so expensive to play the CT.
So whenever they get into Veto's, they have nowhere to go.
Still, to be honest,
I clips. Don't ever type to me ever again, bro. Only thing weak around here is your fucking. You know what? Never mind. I'll be nice today. You're doing great, Eclipse. You're doing great, buddy.
So it's an auto sniper or something.
But like for M80, they basically like to play fucking Ancient, Dust 2, and they play a lot of Mirage and Inferno.
I think it's impressive.
Name any top what top 20 team is not going to play on those fucking maps?
Of Spirit's style and have clearly come in prepared to this game, so props on that.
This is different.
Like that like M80 is going into every single veto and they're just giving every team what they want. I can't see a single M80 veto where I'm like, wow, they could really do something here. Like, no.
Forward position here for Chopper. And we'll see. Flash around the corner, but yeah, he wants to play here for the
like them not being able to play train nuke.
There's the smoke on the other side, so yeah, he's gonna see
like one of them.
This is a Spirit classic. I mentioned it earlier.
Dude.
And they know Yabi. He's trying to catch Chopper. He knows exactly what's coming. Sontix is there with him, and he almost gets caught, but not quite. Stairs still gets the kill, but do they realize Chopper is also here? He's already close to the
M80 going into these fucking vetoes just playing Ancient and Dust 2 and Inferno all the time just doesn't fucking work.
Another potential save coming out here for Astralis. Unless they get a very fast kill, it might not be worth it.
They just don't have the position for this, don't have the util for this. There's so much ground to cover as well. Quick flash in though, looks like they're going to give it a go, but Hooksy gets decapitated. And that's going to be the remainder of Astralis saving their guns.
Why is there no 1v1 bounty matches anymore like in the old Blast tournaments? You're talking about the Blast bounty that was, when you say older tournaments being the start of the year? There will be.
Like that. Get rid of all the guns if you can.
Well, I'm hitting this with the truth we don't want to hear. It's just hard to say, like,
catching Chopper because it's very obvious.
But don't get me wrong, dude. M80 could have other players.
For actually having the research done to know
but
what those
the players they're going to get aren't going to be significantly better
if you'd won the fight against Sontix,
unless they really hit the gold mine, so they need to be a bit more efficient with how they're playing.
It is just a Spirit classic.
It is great when you see you have a clear sense of the prep of the team.
Yeah. Goddamn.
Where do we see the full video about the M80 stuff? Me and Sika recorded like an intro to the 5 NA teams that are going to be playing in the major for Austin. I don't know when we're going to release that video.
You have to be.
It's in the workshop.
And your team has to do it, so you got to have answers.
But yeah, I did just kind of tell you the M80, my M80. Keep in mind, I said all of this before their performance here.
A boost tech from Astralis.
This was my take before I saw it here.
I'd be so shocked if they peeked that without the flash. Now, I think they actually throw a flashbang that wouldn't have
now it's just confirmed in my head.
You can throw one that's definitely more impressive, or you can just get flashed in from middle. Their teammates there, so doesn't matter in this particular instance.
What happened to podcast? Me. A sheet my pants. Thanks for the 4-month primer. Thank you, dude. Kung Fu Panda. Thanks for the 17. I like the podcast. Scheduling podcasts might be the most annoying shit ever.
I do like this, by the way, from Astralis, just because.
Well, no, it's just like if I, and then I kind of have to just probably do it. Like I think the only way I can do one is if it's just literally me.
Run the clock down too much, and it creates a spot where things get awkward. But
I don't know if I want to do that.
Is found with the long push. Seems to have a read for this. Catches one in the back
like
with the 5-7.
Maybe one day if I.
This is going to be interesting.
Do less like team matches and stuff. Maybe we'll do more podcasty type stuff.
And that's the site now gone.
Yeah, but still, you're not wrong.
But right now with like team stuff with co-streams,
so often when you're doing those pushes, it's too early or it's too late. And finding the moment where
there's a lot going on there.
Had that shot, it could have distracted a bit from the actual be execute. Who knows what could have happened?
Yeah. And the threat becomes
stream,
you can go and get that gun. Someone needs to try to hold so he doesn't steal the gun, and then there's not as much help on the site, and so it's when it's that domino effect. That's the first domino.
Think NA could ever have the best team in the world again?
Create the problem. So I totally agree.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, it's possible.
If anyone wants to look at
kind of need the stars to align a little bit, but
is Rain, who's off very, very good.
I don't think that's happening anytime soon, but I definitely think there's potential there.
I think Rain has to be one of my favorite CS players. Just the longevity of his career.
Well, I'm host a podcast with the person that gets the most
you can still,
every month.
You can still tell a Rain like clip always. Like just over the years, just he has such a specific style with how he shoots and moves. It's just,
Unironically, that person would not be in Twitch chat this month. That'd be Flipper.
It is kind of interesting. I'm one of the few Norwegians who's actually playing Counter-Strike at a high level, so
yeah,
carrying on the torch for the country. Don't know what happened to Norwegian Counter-Strike. It was much better at one time, but fell off the map for a second.
Maybe Norway is just too awesome. Just better things to do.
Take my money and
buy yourself. No, I mean, listen, dude. I'm glad you like the map series that I did.
Exactly.
The unfortunate reality is I didn't make it for you. I made it for my Face-It teammates. Don't worry, it doesn't help. Brian, thanks for the 31-month primer. Thank you.
Here's the last of the half here.
I love that. The aggressive smoke there on long doors. That creates an interesting dilemma for Spirit.
Shit was wild,
because
Harry.
if you go into that, you just don't know what's there, so you need util to make it safe. But do you want to invest that util? They've said
hard
no.
to see,
They're
Tweesh.
giving it up knowingly, and Astralis completely voided the position.
And now they've retreated from long to go back and.
Why is the Mythic Hub so toxic?
Kind of an interesting.
Don't think it's more or less toxic than anything else, but I do think if you don't like someone, you're going to see them again the next day, which makes it annoying.
Once they pull the trigger, there's no reason to slow down, and they do.
Thanks for the 5-month primer. Thank you.
This is such a great call for Astralis. Shiro's gonna get
at least we attempt to ban people.
This round is
we could just like
not over yet.
Let people remake accounts after getting banned for
Astralis, you know,
ban evading.
Version of them. I don't know about this one with Hooksy, but these are the kind of rounds they would lose for no reason. Hooksy, it's fine to take the peak, just never repeat that again. Once you know.
That's cold hard cash bomb. I don't pay for Prime. My bad, Brian D. Thanks for your 31-month resub of your cold hard cash.
Make sure you do not lose this one. There we go. Job done. Hooksy, I think he lands at 4 at the end here. Absolutely sick first half for him. I've got to be honest. I'm really impressed. 7-5 in favor
Hooksy might be the greatest player to ever do it.
On Dust 2. They are
I said what we're all thinking.
In the world that playing this map. So just
I think Hooksy's
awesome
on for
Astralis, to be honest.
maybe a grand
slam.
slam.
I checked, maybe like 2 weeks ago or something. Spirit, there's only like 2 teams. This is before like Rivals started. There's only like 2 teams that had an 80% plus win rate of the round after getting the first pick. It was Vitality that had 3 maps with that, and then the second closest was Spirit, and their map where they had that was Dust 2. And so yeah, they're just very formidable on this map. There's no doubt about it. But again, we remarked upon it. Just the prep is clear, and just also being active.
Who do I think Navi's going to change? I don't know who they're going to change. I think JL is currently the biggest problem for Navi.
Such a good indication of that.
I didn't watch the game today.
And yeah, there's some gamble because maybe Spirit do decide to reclear it. Yeah. But in that particular instance, they didn't. And Astralis is already creating another play, and they get ahead of the timings of Spirit. So Spirit's just not ready for this cat push we're seeing on the screen. So it's just so cool to see, Anders. A CT side like Astralis on Dust 2 taking the game into their hands like that.
Don't stretch with the thing that
what would have even happened to Spirit in this first half if not for Donk? He's got 13 kills. That is... What did they just throw? Is that just a decoy? Is it a deep smoke? I think it is a deep smoke landing.
Yeah,
to
having
a
rifler like JL top
5. Here. The jump is in. He got
doing whatever he's doing this season is just not going to help you win.
Do not tell me that was Device. It must have been Jabby. Surely.
I think so.
Okay.
I had a 0.78 and JL had a 1.02. Like I said, I didn't watch the games today. I don't really care.
99% lost here for Spirits. Donk is still alive, so there was always a chance.
My opinion isn't going to change off of like one event or BO3.
Hooksy just kind of lets it go. 3 versus 3. There is a kit on Donk as well, and you can see he's on the warpath, looking for more players to kill. They're fighting in the middle while this is happening. Shiro goes down, but Donk with a headshot, he can run and defuse the bomb right now. They have to come back. They can't get him. Oh, it's a disaster. He's going to win the round while the rest are occupied.
Brother in Christ. Oh.
As he almost gets the ace after the fact.
But at least I remember to use my primer every month.
Oh man, what on earth?
Where are they going, bro? Where are they going?
Absolute tyrants. Counter-Strike tyrant.
The reason it works is because they do not expect him to have the kit. In fact, the play for Astralis to push into middle is low-key kind of sick because it's taken away the initiative.
Armin, thanks for the 15.
Retake. So the theory behind it is great, but...
Squire, thanks for the 41.
Yeah, Donk is Donk.
God damn.
No, pushing out of sight was good. How far they went was bad.
It's real interesting at this point. Astralis, they had they've had the lead essentially the whole game. But now
That was actually a good
see what
decision, but how far they took that decision was the equivalent of fucking around and finding out.
Quick pop flash in. Turn is easy though. Donk just gets a lot of kills, doesn't he? Really, it's just a thing that he does.
It's certainly one of the things that makes him a decent player to have on your team. Can't believe Donk is gonna kill Danish Counter-Strike. We're just making it up 7-7.
Yeah.
It's so stupid, isn't it?
Honestly,
But
whoever invented time zones is
it is
stupid,
also
dude. Am I right?
Yeah, and I mean, there's no reason why Astralis should feel bad about this map so far. Obviously, you know, that's a round that sucks to lose, but it's a round that, you know, you're going to lose.
Oh, of course, D-man. There's more than one thing, but the question was player.
Very early.
I think they're probably going to replace Wonderful. I think. I don't know with who. I don't think it'll be simple. I think if replacing Wonderful doesn't jumpstart JL into a better performance and Emma a little bit better, then yeah, it's that whole roster is going to look a bit boomed.
I mean, he should commit to a fight with that MP9. He's going to move a little closer.
I definitely think Wonderful is about to get cut for rifles sucking, though, which is going to make me a bit emo. Not saying Wonderful hasn't had his fair share of stinker games or some shit like that, but God, that team is...
Here, so borrowing a little bit. One of them is blocked. Doesn't maybe make a big difference in this round.
Minus Emma.
Anyway.
Removing the guy that's your entry in your secondary IGL first just seems like, or one of your entries rather.
Under a minute now. Hooksy's trying to get close. That's such a sick headshot. All right.
That's big.
Hooksy's come to play. He's got 14 kills.
Yeah, and they've lost sight now in the sense that they've had to drop off, but quickly back up. Astralis didn't get the scale quite in time. Taking their time getting those cross smokes online. Device needs to have a solid round with this orb now. Stairs very weak. He just needs to get the bomb planted. That's the job. But these positions, one player in Gandalf, that is very dangerous for that bomb plant. It might get stopped. In fact, still holding position. Donk coming in from the flank. That's going to be hurt though. Device, the peak, the shot, it connects. And now it's just now down to Device. And that bomb ticking away. Job has been done to get it planted. Now, can Device finish the score? Oh, the goose! Oh,
damn, the headshot through the wall is miserable. Carl, thanks for the 16. Thank you.
We've all been there.
It's very likely. I do kind of... I don't know. He moves forward because he's afraid that the MP9
Censor that just sounds
is just
worse.
keeping him occupied. Like those couple of shots that go through from Magic's is such a sign that I'm just trying to steal your attention. I'm just trying to make you look the other way. So Device moving forward.
I need my coffee, man.
Trying to fall back. It actually does make sense here. Oh, it's Chopper that was up here. But yeah.
It's a good round from the Spirit. Just they had MP9s mostly. That's kind of crazy.
Chat, my mom's been watching so much Counter-Strike with the co-streamers lately that she was able to tell me about Modesty and Nico reuniting on Falcons.
He's not, is he? This is not what you would do against pistols. I don't think Astralis expect this.
No, they might not. Even if they do, there's an SMG there to help him out. So
that's crazy.
Back up and,
yeah, deadass.
He's got the confidence to do this. Hard to criticize. Nice flashes coming.
We were FaceTime yesterday and we were talking and just I don't remember how that one came up, but I was laughing.
He was trying to get up on top of the box there. I mean, I don't even know. For Astralis, hard to do.
I am not gonna have my mom install 7 TV. She does not need to see ridiculous shit. Like you guys already don't put ridiculous shit in chat.
Spirit instead up to 9, and the money.
You guys don't even need 7
back in the hands of Astralis. They're gonna have a little bit of work with.
1 year.
Yeah. And shout outs to PGL to just make sure that the Donk cam includes his mouse hand and arm. So you actually get kind of like a mouse cam.
Joe, thanks for the 12-month primer. Thank you. Switch takes for the 18-month primer. Thank you.
There's a lot of nerds out there.
Panic with the 15-month primer. Thank you.
It is very, it's very fun to see how the different players approach this kind of a thing. And if you're going to study anyone, you probably would be studying Donk. A lot of grenade damage. Stretched out. Stair takes quite a bit, but it's actually worse on the Spirit side. So mid control being attempted right now. Donk is here. Going to be playing around to try and see if he could find something. They haven't thrown any smokes yet, which surely is going to be happening at some point. There we go. Smoke in the middle.
Zero, stop looking, bro.
All right. I was going to say they blow it open, but no, he's going to be cool with it.
Control established. Astralis have all the utils still. Oh, damn. Yeah, a couple of players getting low. Magic's going forward.
Bench device.
Might meet the push.
Add
This is the
Cadian.
intended desire, which it does look like it will
Bench
be.
stare. Bench hooksy.
But
Plus
Storm
Tessa's.
peeling off to the long for the 4-1
Plus shush.
split.
Yeah. The fact that he's there is the real giveaway. Smoke coming up. Magic's very nice position. Ducks for the flashbang. Does get the double spray down. Both of them headshots. Before he dies, there is a bit of suspicion there. They are worried about the long push. Shiro, he's so hard to catch out. The timing might have been good for Stout.
You guys remember the time where like Danish CS looked on top of the world and Heroic was
but now instead,
absolutely nuts, and we were just waiting for them to get over the hump for the major, and then they internally imploded, and Danish CS is absolutely cheeks.
That's been wheeled out on
They're
long.
dog shit.
No, he's not going to slow down.
How
because
do
he's
they
already
do
made his way
that?
halfway up. He's just so hungry to take this fight. Sontic sneaking up through CT spawn. They lose Yabi, and it's just on device. He's got the Molotov. Actually, if he stays alive, there was a chance they had no smokes. If he fell back and just Molotov the plant, there could have been a way to win this.
I was really shocked that Yabi was like so hungry to
YouTube
fight
chat, no way you
on
took
long
anything I
there
just
in
said
that 2v3.
seriously.
I think the part of the theory is you're in a 2v3, you want to try to get a kill quickly.
I'm disrespecting my
and,
country.
you
You
might be
guys had it
expecting
all,
that
man.
they're
Look what you did
so
with it.
catch them whilst they're running, but at the same time, it looks so crazy. It looks so difficult to do again because you're against Shiro too, so it's really not fun.
Yeah, I mean,
FL0M birthday,
it didn't pay off this time, unfortunately. But they probably were in a tough position, pressured, long spawn, and they want to put some pressure on. 3 rounds behind now. Astralis, look at him sneaking up the middle chopper. He sees an opportunity now.
Pittsburgh Feelers, thanks for the 5-month primer. Thank you.
He doesn't want to keep that going.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. And okay,
Feelers,
Storm is
dude.
gonna take down Shiro.
Bilbo, thanks for the 3-month primer, and Gyrus, thanks for the 48.
In this position, totally committed. Yabi takes him down. Astralis also committed. Swings coming in from everyone. Donk is hungry for more. And now it's just Sontics.
I'm hungry.
2 here for Team Spirit. A brawl of a round.
That's just my state of
for
being.
Astralis, and they fall off long.
They should. There's so much time. And one of the few things that Sontics would have had as a slight advantage is the fact that he at least knew where they were. Now that's all resets. Sontics also with 4 kills. It's not been the best map for him just yet. Astralis making the long trek across the map through T-spawn. And Sontics, I mean, the best he can probably do is to try and be close enough to a bomb site that he sort of knows where the bomb is and can be a bit more dynamic. He is in the middle of it.
Who's
so
that
let's see
yelling?
what happens when the bomb actually goes down.
Astralis? Device. They brought Hooksy back to be the star rifler.
That's a good spot actually for Zontix. I think going dark is actually pretty smart. I think there's a good chance that Astralis tried to look if they can like clear.
Yeah, they needed somebody that could.
Maybe I'm wrong.
That could go head to head with Donk, so they wanted to get Hooksy.
Oh, okay. So they're trying to be tricky there with that smoke.
I don't think so. I think they wanted to smoke.
Well, we'll see. If Device doesn't step up his game and carry harder, Hooksy might have to opt too.
That smoke not being there. Maybe it's opened up a window.
Oh,
Sontics is
no.
so close with the spray. Down to a single point of health here. Down on the other side and trying to see if he could preemptively wallbang him down. Goes for the defuse. Even with the kit, is there actually going to be enough time for it? I'm not so sure, but there is. Down to
One,
the
thanks to the 48-month primer. Thank you,
That's
thank you.
outrageous. I would gamble everything I own on the fact that they wanted to throw the normal CT smoke. Because that goes over the wall and then it lands, sort of falls back in. I can't imagine anything else. That smoke easily is the difference.
Oh, that's painful for Astralis. That 2v losing that 2v1 clutch.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts so badly, especially after the start that they had in this series.
$2 million. Dial thanks to 23-month primer. Thank you.
Half, it looks so good. That clutch there. Oh, I love it. We're getting the Krieg coming out for a device. Don't get to see that too often.
They bought
This meta.
Yabi and Sound for $2 million, and we're seeking $2 to $3 million for the entire organization.
Definitely not yet. Maybe the
Who is doing the math over there at Astralis?
Yes.
But, so
Like, I swear, every time I hear about decisions they make, it gives me the energy that they use credit cards to pay credit cards.
didn't want anything in the second half.
I was gonna say,
And like we're talking like they increase the interest rate, they don't
7%.
decrease it.
It's rough.
Uh-oh. Oopsie. All right, he's fine. Okay, will that smoke draw out any additional util? Keep players in place whilst they rotate towards B.
Actually, not a bad round to do a B split in. Shiro is going to be the real obstacle here, but if they can get him to miss even a single shot, then they're going to be right on top of him. Smoke up. Shiro already is going to be able to see it. Won't miss that opportunity. Comes back, and now the backup is there. Chopper will go down. 35 seconds here. And he has to fall back from the window position. He doesn't feel safe any longer. Son6 is still in here. They must know that on the Astralis side, too. Trying to get their way through. Donk has shown up. They waited too long. And Donk got into the fight. A quick double kill for him as he lands on 23. And Yabi could see, wants to find something else. Probably another rifle, too. It's Donk in the window. Just peering in at night. While the curtains are only half drawn.
Yeah, do you think they put Yabians down on a payment plan?
You're there trying to change into nightwear.
Why are you still
They
going
were
on this?
$2
That's
million,
the question. Like,
but they got a loan to do it
I was waiting to see if
at
you
a
would stop me
nice
there,
20%
but,
interest
it's good
rate.
to
What do you
know
guys
that you
say?
just, you know,
I will let you
you're just gonna let me
commit criticism.
They're
exactly.
leasing them. Holy shit.
12-7. Let's go.
0% down,
Yeah,
20% interest
24
rate,
players.
and 6
You
months
have
to a year.
appreciate the
All
awesome
good.
impact that one player can have.
Yes, it really truly is remarkable.
Astralis is just like, if we just make the major, we can make the payments.
Again, they look so good. But just not quite there here on the second half. Ixie in the mid by Xbox. Donk now. He's looking to add some kills to the tally. How many can he get? 1, 2. There might be more in store for Donk, of course. There is all for every single one. 28 health to spare. Who's next? Where's the last one? Give him to Donk, and here it is.
True, true.
Donk
Thanks for
looking
the
for his
19-month
tap.
primer.
Finish it
Oh
off.
man,
Of course he
IE
has
is
to.
back. That means we're gonna
His
have a whole
teammates,
lot more chat
they're
messages.
not going to allow it, Anders. There's got to be something for them.
I think they are trying.
Are they trying to get it?
They're giving him the opportunity. Yeah, they definitely are. Look at it. Donk trying to be wheeled in. It will be Son6 instead. But that is so absurd. They finally go out long, and it is a variation that they run with Donk.
Why is Donk getting out of here so quick?
He's in middle.
He's ready to go home, man.
A savage beast he is. I need some more words on what Donk can do here from the desk.
We need more descriptive
Empa, thanks for the
words.
8-month primer. First,
Wow,
thanks for the
that's
20
what
chat.
Anders
I'm making a coffee.
Do you have any?
Exceptional, superb, elite. I mean,
More fun? Do you have anything more fun?
he's a whirlwind of bullets that Astralis could not get into the bunker in time for.
Yanko's no fun, so I'm not going to ask him for fun words. We're going to jump straight into discussing exactly what we just saw. Let's go back to the first half. I rate Hooksy. I'm going to put some respect on his name. That first half from Astralis looked really good.
The main thing that you could criticize Hooksy for, and trust me, people love to do this, is that Hooksy couldn't hold his mouse, okay? He was awful mechanically when he was with G2, even when he was on Copenhagen Flames. That was not the case. That's not been the case here at PGL Astana, and I'm liking it because he's adding a little bit of firepower. He definitely had some nice rounds against Pain yesterday. Had a couple here against Spirit where he was able to even defeat Donk in head-to-head duels at times, usually due to positional advantages, but yeah, if you want to give Hooksy some credit for Astralis showing up here on Dust 2, it's totally fair.
I think there's definitely one thing you can't deny, and it's his cultural impact, because everything I've done, every single Astralis game since I'm here, is talk about Hooksy the whole damn segment, as if he's the only player on the server and 1v5ing every single time. But yeah, I think he's stood his ground well. I think this map was a great sort of example of that Astralis with him is going to need more time before they can really pose a challenge to a squad like Team Spirit, and especially on a map like Dust 2, right? They put up a good fight, had a good start, kept it rolling after the pistol round win in the first half, but then, you know, once a couple of their moves didn't really work out, once Donk got going a little bit more, you could see that they were sort of running out of options at that point.
Let's give, I mean, I know you don't want to keep talking about Hooksy, but the reason...
But let's talk about Hooksy some more. Yeah, why
I like
not?
to annoy you sometimes. Astralis, this lineup on paper was meant to be really good, but they looked horrific under Cadian, and they looked sad, and they just didn't play very well, and it feels like they look a little bit more revitalized.
Kind of like Team Liquid before that.
It's surprising that,
Wonder
right?
what's the constant in those scenarios.
We'll have to investigate. We'll have to investigate that a bit more.
Astralis calls.
But they are putting up a little bit more of a fight, and considering who they were going up against, because this is such an incredible team on Dust 2, like, there is positive signs for Astralis if maybe you're looking to, you know, buy an organization.
Well, the first half definitely had some positive signs. The second half, they couldn't get anything going. But that's also the second challenge when you face Spirit. Even if you're able to stop a couple of their plays, trying to actually slow down Donk when he's, or at least try to capture Donk when he's on the CT side, try to move away from him. Like in the highlight or the MVP graphic, it showed his heat map, and it's just everywhere. Like, well, the blue dots are in tunnels, they're at long A, they're around CT spawn. He changes his spot nearly every single gun round, and you don't know where he's going unless you're able to predict the spawns. I think that's kind of the next evolution of how to counter an anti-strat Donk. You just have some kind of RNG reader where you're going to know, okay, he's got a long spawn this round, guys, let's go B. Other than that, I mean, if he's in the right place, he's going to get a multi-frag.
I think just it shows you that you can't give him even an inch because he's going to take him out. You give him any sort of an opportunity. You don't flash properly. You miss a smoke. He's going to punish you for it. Like, he is the ultimate equalizer in that sense. And yeah, for Astralis, it was just a little bit too tough, especially with some guys struggling a little bit. I mean, Yabi towards that B bomb site, we saw that round when Astralis was 5-1 up and Spirit is on a half buy. They sort of hit B. He throws a defensive smoke, kind of fumbles around it, doesn't really do much, leaves Stair hanging in dark, and they sort of can't get it done. And Stone, we were praising him for his performance, had a quiet first map, looking forward to seeing if he can bounce back on Asian.
We got the Zone 6 patch now. I mean, let's walk us through this, Maui.
Well, I mean, we see that he's just able to push out through the tunnels, and he just knows that the second player, because he jiggled out from the big box, he just locks him in. I kind of like it when you're the body shot expert and you know that you've done significant nade damage, that he's just going to keep kind of peppering you through the corner of the through the box right there. Zontix has frustrated me in the past when it comes to clutches. Sometimes he plays them too slowly, almost too predictably, but he still has a lot of value in those rounds when he's able to understand what's going on in front of him and he doesn't have to clear 50 angles. So Astralis, they did a lot of things. I mean, they could have done a lot of things better, maybe in post plants in this game, but that was one where I think it was actually more of Zontix's mastery on display.
I'll tell you what, let's not talk about Hooksy. Yanko, tell me who else you liked in Astralis on this map.
I think Device, you know, had another good game, especially on the CT side early on with the rifle as well. He had good kills. And I think for all the CS fans out there, I think they'll just be happy if he can get some of his form back. I don't think you can necessarily expect him to be the player that he was in 2018, 2019 during Astralis's peak years, right? But he's just so good at moving around, repositioning. Like, when people were comparing Shiro to Device in terms of style, I thought that was an insult to Device because he was much more aggressive in some of his positioning. He would really force you to sort of every angle. He is the example of having to use utility to push uppers off a corner, right? So yeah, I think considering the score in the end, obviously isn't going to matter all too much, but also if you look at where the kills are coming from, kind of shows you how mobile he was able to be.
I'm hyping up Astralis a lot, and I understand that they lost us too, but for an Astralis fan, it's just exciting to see them not suck. So that is why we're kind of going, oh, there's something positive here. Let's talk about the next map, though. Is that going to be positive for them?
Well, so far at this tournament, it wasn't. When they played Audic on Ancient, it was kind of a battering. They really couldn't get anything going for themselves. I know that Hooksy can call on this map. I know that Yabi and Stown can actually play this map as well. It was a core map for them when they had Cadian. I would say that their best couple maps were Inferno and Ancient. So the bones of a team that can play it are there. I feel like controlling middle is going to be the difficult part for this one. And I also want to just give a special shout out to Stair, because I feel like Stair, anytime there's any sort of adjustment or shift in any roster with the Astralis, this dude is just having to bite the bullet and play everything. Like on the defense, he's had to swap once again from B to being an A anchor because Hooksy wants to play B. And he's just he's such a malleable tool. So, and he also knows that he's got comfort knowing he's at least got an extension with them too.
He really is the Swiss Army knife in a way. And on the T side too, he's just so good at harassing the opponent, but you know, without overextending and kind of giving his life away. So yeah, I'm very excited. I was, you know, raving about him that Astralis should pick him up years ago. They did. And people were surprised that they kept him over Buzz, for example, at the time. I think he's definitely proven, you know, the potential that he has. And you can't underestimate a player doing well. Two things. First, in tough roles. Second, when the whole team is struggling and it's sort of half falling apart. Like those are the worst conditions for a player to be in, especially a young up-and-coming player. So I think when you take that into consideration, he's been exceptional.
What do we expect from Spirit on Ancient, though?
I personally expect the 2-0. I mean, I expect them to still win this one, even if Astralis have improved what they've shown us earlier at this event. Donk is still such a formidable force in middle. And yes, like we're singing the praises of Stair and how he's underserved, but sometimes over-delivers. Donk's a guy that is served. He is made to be the star for this team, for Spirit, and he's one of the brightest stars we have in Counter-Strike. So I would be pretty surprised if Astralis are able to get double digits rounds, but I would be pleasantly surprised if they actually do.
Donk is served, but still over-delivers somehow, time and time again, even though he had, you know, a historic year last year, and you're sort of, maybe even it's normal for people to take it for granted, he still awes you when he's on the server and when he's in form, and it's going to be an uphill struggle for Astralis.
Spirit is potentially one step closer to lifting the trophy. What they need to do, though, is beat Astralis on Ancients. We'll find out if they can do that after the break.
She said she loves you,
but she can't love me.
But I love you.
I won't play window anymore.
At no point will fall make exactly strong. Exactly.
Play your role.
That's what I'm saying. Diff thanks for the 8-month primer. Thank you.
Not trapped at a desk in one singular posture for 12 hours a day. It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo. Ergonomically engineered for you.
Tony, I just have 2 monitors, man. That's it. I don't have anything crazy.
Every move.
Actually, that's a lie. I have 3 now, but I don't really use the 3rd for anything. I set up a 3rd monitor after many years, and all it does is have like static stuff, and when I'm not streaming it has nothing. Started playing full screen windowed after I said so. Life changing? Hell yeah. You guys need a prediction? Is that what you're talking about? Chat, I'm running an ad before this game starts. You're getting double added right now. Are you just the NA Olaf? I'm Olaf.
Into PGL Astana as one of the clear favorites, but this year hasn't maybe
been
as successful as what Chopper
No,
might want
I'm not
for the
Olaf.
whole team.
I might eat Olaf at some point to take out the competition. That's about it.
Feel for you guys, like you're still making very good playoffs and good positions, but it's not the trophy. So how is that for you? How difficult is this time?
I guess it's
I'm the
not
same
good
way,
for
Kibbs.
us, like team, because we want to win a lot of tournaments, but every time we can do it. I don't know. We have some problems in life or in the server. I don't know how to say.
Yeah.
And Now we can't. I guess we can't show our good form because we lose a lot of overtimes, a lot of clutch games, a lot of
Kibs.
We had a lead against Mouse, against Falcons.
Yeah.
We have good games against Vitality, but we can't enter the games, and it looks like we need to do step up for win that games. But I don't know. We try to do it on this tournament, and let's see what's happened on Major.
Do you and Hallie understand, like, when you look back at the games, okay, these are the mistakes we're making? Is it easy to see, or is it such small details that it's hard to fix, kind of thing?
Villainous thanks to the 11, thank you.
All of us results, it's easy to see what we do, mistake or unlucky moments or bad decision, bad calls from me or something like this. It's easy to see, but we try to fix it, and right now it's on last tournaments it's not work because we try to fix, we play a lot, we watch demos, and but something we need to do one more step, but we can do it. I don't know. We try to do it on this tournament to make to get more confident for Major.
And this tournament, you have a great opportunity here because I feel like Spirit are very clear favorites. Do you feel like that in your head?
Yes, of course.
That's it. Just yes, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
I like that mentality. I really like that. How important would it be
Celebrate here is new
for you as a leader and for the rest of the team? This is the boost you need.
Yes, of course. I guess.
Stop spamming. They already are, dude.
And it's
you literally can't run two at the same time on Twitch.
First tournament where is a lot of our fans here. Our crowd should be fans for us, and it's really good boost for us. And it's also, I guess, some players invite parents for this tournament.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it should be first experience for get a lot of boost from every.
Yeah, some very good emotions.
Yeah,
as well.
very good emotions. Yes, and I think it's really important tournament for us.
Yeah,
like for boost for everyone.
So very positive time. You've got a good mindset coming into it as well. Who do you think is maybe the team that could be your biggest competition here? Because Navi's shape is
what does
not
playing
so good.
window
Aurora
really mean?
have struggled
It is
when they
said
got to
that
playoffs. The same
Not
as
during the
Mongols.
fucking
Who do you think
interview,
is maybe the
Floofies.
team that can be the biggest threat to you?
I think Navi for sure. Yes, and Mongols also.
Okay.
And Aurora.
So all of them, you think?
Yes,
really?
yes, because they have a lot of time for preparation for this tournament also. And I know Navi has bootcamp, Aurora maybe has bootcamp.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I guess they good preparation for this tournament, and they need this tournament like we are. All of us need this tournament because there is not only we are from top 4, and now no boss like Vitality, and everyone want to take this.
Enjoy it across this whole event, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Shit. We're on the ad now. Fuck, I forgot. Alright. There you go, Floofies.
We are ready. It is the second map that's coming up here in the series between Astralis and Team Spirit, live
Does this
from
mean
Astana.
that window is the portal to the soul of Mirage? What
Spirit
if
will be
window
on the
is
side,
just a
and
mirage of a
just
soul?
quick
It could be.
Descartes said, I think, therefore I am, and I think you can say I'm not window,
I don't
therefore I
think.
am not. Window is not just a place on a map, window is a state of mind. Window is a portal to the human condition. Basically what I'm saying is replace Mirage with cash and carry on.
Onion, thanks for the 19-month primer. Nova Bova, thanks for the 22. Thank you.
Is something that Spirit has seen coming. They're donut. They are so ready for this.
Give us map 2. Mate, it's literally up. Bro, you guys are hella dumb, man. Check for the prediction before you ask me for
and they're
it.
going straight there. Beautiful.
Well,
dynamic decision making from Astralis.
Spirit,
I feel
they're B.
outplayed just watching this.
Spirit, they're B.
I don't think I've seen anything like this. I'm so happy that they did this. Astralis have completely thrown Spirit for a loop. They were so sure that was going to be a break from middle into Donut or maybe CT spawn and then into the A-bomb side. They were not ready for this, and the retake here, I can't imagine a world in which this is going to be working out. Even if Donk is alive, it shouldn't be possible. Flash comes out to slow them down. That bomb is already so far ticked here. They need to run. Magic's getting a good couple of shots.
Oh boy, a star ladder major.
I mean, still, they're running out of time right now, Spirit. They get another one. Shiro with a headshot. And they're on that defuse, trying to see if they could find it in the last possible second. Spirit, get the retake. That is beyond absurd.
That's so insane. Oh man, I feel like Astralis have to feel just so bad losing that round. Actually, you know, you just have to buy time. That's all you need, and they couldn't buy enough time.
If they just stood in the corners and unplugged their mice and keyboard, they probably win the round.
I will, Grand Poop, I will.
And it's also so tricky too because it really felt like they had good advantages getting those kills.
I don't know how Astralis does this shit.
When the Spirit players are coming from spawn.
How does Astralis get an entirely free bomb site and lose with only getting one kill?
Wow.
How did they do that?
Lots of util going towards the A side. They're going to send it.
Well, I was never banned for streaming Star Ladder stuff. I just got DMCA'd by them, but they also DMCA'd themselves. I like to think that we've all evolved.
MP9 and the Fatmas will do a good job.
Yeah, bursting them down. I really like this attempt for.
I'll close the prediction here after this round. Oh my!
Wasn't
okay.
Maybe it is. They do get the kill on the Donk as well. Still very low on health here. Stown would probably need another good Deagle headshot like this one to even try to inch towards the bomb plant.
Yeah, Steph, I can mute it. Jack, thanks for the tier 1. Thank you. Wait, you tier 1 for 6 months, Jack? What the fucking mistake? You will regret this.
Oh, that's a good job. Who needs more than 9 if you're going to be able to be that efficient with it? There is still a player in CT spawn, obviously. It's Magic's hanging around.
Chris, thanks to the 23.
Range.
1v2.
That's really the key, I think, right now.
Can device carry this team even harder?
Don't get close enough. Now, even the range might not make a difference. The Eagle's been picked up. 40 seconds. The bomb is not picked up on device, though. So he has to kind of like play this mind game, and it's a very nice idea, but he will end up going down. Still, it's not a bad round.
It's not a bad round, considering that they lost 2 players on the entry pretty quickly. They do manage to get some kills in there, so keep that economy somewhat honest.
Just a word on the timing there for Astralis. They throw the smokes to block off Donut and CT spawn when they are basically walking onto the A-bomb side. And that's very deliberate to not signal to Spirit what was happening, because you can do it in a different way where you basically throw the smokes from right outside T-spawn, and then
Bad Monk takes the 19 with primer. Oh, not live. That's a not live call.
Time. Look, it's going to be a round reset coming up, I'm assuming. Yes, you hear the typing? Nice. Fair enough. Nobody taking any damage, so it's all good. But,
what up, Robo? How you doing, man? Thanks for the 32-month reset. Yes, thank you, boo-boo.
I would appreciate it if we could get other people than Donk on the Spirit side also playing well, because they do have other good players. He does overshadow them a little bit sometimes.
True. I respect that take. Well, if we consider the final half of the first map, this is a lot of rounds in a row for Spirit. Astralis, they don't know what it's like to win a round right now.
That's a good point. Crashing out of dust too.
Skyline, thank you very much for the tier 1. Wait, you sub for 3 months at a time. All right, man.
We're working on the issues.
You guys are all going to regret this, man. Subbing for 6 months at once, 3 months at once.
It's a really fun map to watch. It's one of those maps where every single week.
Ooh, I can't wait to release my reaction to the Star Ladder Major. Delbert with the 28-month primer. Thank you. Slamilton with 3 years. I better go ahead and start talking to them now, though.
You know, in front of a smoke, but not into a Molotov. Like this is sort of like that borderland between those 2 grenades where you can sort of play inside of it. Some teams now have, you know, dedicated 2 people in T-spawn that are throwing in a total like 4 or more flashbangs over the wall for the peak to come in. So it's just it's such an aggressive battle to get mid control. And some teams have just dedicated, you know, players that are insanely good at taking mid. Shout out to Nerds.
Yeah,
oh, it's going to be during my birthday.
And it's an interesting situation that Astralis are in. Because I have to say, Anders, you know, you can see the prep. Like they look pretty good. It just feels like, you know, Spirit just comes online in such a way that it's just.
That's too early though.
But
wait, what are they hosting? The tournament has, however, committed to hosting.
I think also having
2025 event, which will be okay. So they're gonna have an event. Okay.
It's almost like.
Well, at least I'll be able to figure out if they're going to decline my co-streaming or not.
About the honeymoon period,
by then, probably.
Because it kind of is like a bit of a reset in terms of expectations and beliefs about the team. It's like, okay, well, this is a new thing.
What's up, Lumber?
We can just kind of forget about the old stuff. This is we don't even know what we're capable of yet. So,
did you react to the buy? I mean, I watched it live 95, and I thought it was cool. I didn't really get upset like other people.
Everyone's going to give you some time where they say, "Wow, so new IGL. Let's see what happens." I do think the style will fit Device a lot more than the Cadian approach to Counter-Strike, which is pretty eccentric.
Starletter has hosted a major before, and they did DMCA me during the last one.
Because a lot of people will try and run through the Incendiary.
It's been about 4 or 5 years because I was at my last house.
To be gone before he dies. Magic's not so polite.
Not exaggerating. They also DMCA'd one of their own channels on accident that same day.
Hoxie has done some good damage on the other side, but don't know if he can actually find a kill. I really like Magic's approach to Counter-Strike. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a certain personality whenever he plays the game that's just really fun to see.
Yeah. At least someone's having fun.
Not Astralis.
You are the only Dane having fun right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I was never even like a big, massive sort of supporter of Danish Counter-Strike because I just always felt like it's going to be so weird if I'm like some super biased caster. But now that it's gone the other way, it is kind of sad, you know? So like, I'm getting like, I'm mourning it a little bit now that you're going to see it like, you're like, oh, come on, guys, you know? But maybe they can build something. Yeah, something that's even more confusing to me than Danish Counter-Strike at the moment is Brazilian Counter-Strike, because I truly feel like there are so many good players in Brazil, but somehow they're all on different teams. And I just can't, I just don't know why they're not able to build, like I genuinely think they could probably build two top, call it like 12 teams in the world or something. Like it should be close enough. At least one that's like a top 7 or 6 team, I think. Like it's got to be possible. It must be possible.
Start a GoFundMe.
Yeah. Anders saving Brazil.
Yeah, you just gave a screw to this Danish Counter-Strike. Okay. Aggression from Spirit, and Donk finds. He will find what he looks for. And Zontic keeps going.
Yeah. Even more of a mind game. How do you read
Oh,
this?
bro, that's so slimy. That is so slimy.
They're so sold on it. Yabby, okay, he is aware. He actually does recognize that someone could be there. Might get the kill for free, or might...
Oh, Zontix went to aim at his dick.
Zontix should win that fight, just to be 100% clear, right?
Yeah, his crossover
body
was really off, which kind of indicates
body shotting Zontix. He literally moved his crosshair down, bro.
Hoxie going down, so still a man disadvantage here. Chopper in the middle, Donk hanging around the position.
Mad Monk. No, the reason I streamed later today is because I was supposed to have a match that is now moved, and I was trying to wake up later.
Stair going to be peeking out, but he's not realizing there's a second player. So the trade just continuing here. Spirit all the time staying a man up.
I did get a lot of necessary sleep.
Maybe not confirmed, but at least one of the players.
But now the match got moved, and also my trainer also asked me to move today, so now I'm just kind of upset. Because my whole day
really
is
far away right now. Even if Yappy gets a kill, there's no guarantee they can actually get the bomb to the site. Magix is very exposed, and a couple of footsteps there with the shadow showing.
And I want to lift, but also if I lift, my splits are going to get weird for the week, and I don't want to make my shit weird.
It's not like all the kills that were supposed to happen just didn't.
So this is currently where I'm at.
Yeah. in a nutshell.
But you're fine now? Trainer's a homie, dude. I don't mind if he moved. It's just unlucky, you know?
The second one, Yappy.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, certainly opportunities. Certainly some opportunities for those fights. Lots of 1v1s. I mean, you like 1v1s if you're on the T side generally. Like you do want 1v1s. You can get them.
Oh my, that's a lot of grenade damage. Zontix. They were so
should stretch for 30 and go for a jog or a walk.
Nades landing on them here.
Oh, I'd probably go for a walk today.
See him aggressively moving into the fight.
I would say we should go for a hike today, Nori and I, when she wakes up, but it's super fucking windy in Vegas right now.
Can't really put a leash on Donk, can you?
Don't really feel like going up to Red Rock and then blowing off the edge.
And you shouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't want to either. You know.
No, you shouldn't. No.
Okay.
No, let him be. Let him be the full version of himself.
Let Donk be Donk. He's just a beacon up here. It's like, come on.
He must
No, Devour. Listen, winds can't move me, but these aren't just these are gusts.
Now you know exactly how I play Counter-Strike.
We just casually get days out here where it's just dumb, dude.
Just look down on
It's
people.
like, sure, it would be a shame if we just had 40 mile per hour gusts real quick, 50 miles per hour. It's like, all right.
Time is running or something like that.
Personally, my parents, when
he's trying to extract some value,
a long time ago, got me a golden goose chat that inflates, and we just keep it inflated, and that's kind of my metric for how windy it is. When I have to go outside and get that much, it's fucking huge, dude. If I have to go outside and get that thing, it's windy as fuck. Probably like 20 or 30 miles per hour.
I'm so confident. When you watch Donk, it does kind of look different in a way where it's like he perceives less risk than you feel like he should.
The hot enough to the point where it gusts.
Yeah, and I think it's probably
hotter
because
than
he just murders everyone all the time. It's kind of like
the weather this year has been really nice.
Or like
knock on wood.
On a rank that's like,
I think we had our first day over 90 finally.
You're just gonna run around more.
This last week, but
there just obviously are certain fights that are fundamentally unavailable to most of us because we're capped by how much we could do.
Yeah.
So he just, unfortunately for the rest of us, he does have access to like an area of the game that probably most of us will never have. And then as a result, you see him, taking some fights that just like it's almost like if you showed how
the plan is I'm going to watch
players, they shouldn't
Simple in the Phase homies play a Face It game that Sicko went and snooped on from, I think he snagged it from Reddit. We'll watch that. We'll see how Simple's looking. Farm some content. And then I'm going to go to bed early and I'll wake up. I think tomorrow what I'm going to do is I do have matches tomorrow.
Classic setup on ancient.
So I don't want to wake up at 2 a.m., but I'm thinking 3 or 4 a.m.
Caught by it now, trying to see if they could find somebody.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about the Star Ladder Major too.
Would have been a very good way to do it, but again, it's a really big stack over at the B bomb side. Spirit do like these. Gabby, easy kill on the chopper. He already knew he was there.
Reed coming to Vegas in July and expecting it not to. Like, yeah, bro, you kind of did that to yourself.
They lost 5 in a row, so get back into the game.
You're coming to Vegas in July. Swim trunks. Figure out where the pools are. Stay hydrated. Enjoy your drink by the pool, and you'll really have a good time.
Back into the sights. Oh, Jack! He's falling through the smoke. You love to see that. Not just hanging out and being afraid, but going for the plays. And that's a round-winning play right there from Yabby. If you include also the previous kill that he got. 3 kills in a round for him. Excellent work.
Yeah, super well done. They just absolutely weren't ready.
Wow, that's the first round that we've seen from Astralis in, 12, 13 rounds?
Star Ladder is owned by ESL, right? I don't really know how that one breaks down. That's a great, like, Richard Lewis type question.
Get it on the board.
I saw reports that they got, like, bought by the same group. I don't know. Did they get bought by the Savvy Gaming group? Or, like...
Maybe a bit of an issue, the fact that Spirits have money to work with. So you're going to have to struggle a bit further before you can...
Or did they get bought by actual ESL? I don't know. I did see some stuff like that where, like, they have this similar ownership group. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if they're doing it for this purpose, but sometimes doing stuff like this when the other team feels like they're picking up any kind of, like, momentum.
Right.
You just ice, it's called icing the kicker. I think that's from American sport.
Yeah.
Football or whatever.
What does Richard Lewis' question mean? Richard's just got a lot of good insight when it comes to the inner workings of the scene, like in terms of who owns what, who bought what recently. Really good source of information for that kind of thing.
I'm actually on the edge of my seat to figure out.
It was the best. All
right. Shout out. What a legend. An actual Counter-Strike legend. Sontix with a double spray down. We're getting into the next round. We hardly even get to introduce anything as they just try to walk through the smoke. Obviously, so they want to crunch middle there, Astralis, from 2 different sides. I didn't catch it. I feel like Device should have been setting up some flashes going over. If they did, then they weren't very efficient.
It's kind of disappointing to see Astralis get mauled by, like... It's not that Spirit's pugging, and, like, I don't appreciate what they did, but Spirit is just running it down like it is a pug almost. Like, it's more intricate than that, like the util that they have, but
that stops.
The result is the same.
Forward. Like that's where the meta is. So the T's or the
Spirit
Molotov,
able to just
so
get cat and mid control in the first 20 seconds is kind of
something in that whole sequence
crazy.
just fell apart for Astralis, and as a result, they fell apart. Were shot apart.
Yeah.
Apparently, all four stages of Starladder Major will have a crowd. That's cool. That'd be cool.
The cost was so high. Trying to save this orb though. The Abbey is all can act as protection. Protect the VIP.
Well, now we've just got a long wait. Feet stuck in the jungle. You know, hopefully there are some.
Sure, he definitely has, J. David. I learned a lot of information about that company from him. So
no,
that'd be kind of yeah.
Anymore, do they? Because it's like
I know he definitely has because that's how I learned about it. Clavis, thanks for the 11 months. Thank you.
I always thought, you know.
I think that was like a thing 10 years ago. It was like a fad, and then everyone got shut down. Everyone was like, "No, this is actually, this is like not hygienic at all."
Okay.
Just having fish doing that to like everybody that comes in.
All right. Now I feel sad. I was saving myself. I was like, that's going to be one of those moments in my life. And
I'm sure there's probably some places you can, but just not probably in. Yeah. I believe, Anders, you can still complete the mission. Okay. You can find it somewhere.
I'll keep my hopes high then. This is, unfortunately, another fairly one-sided affair. I mean, on the first map, genuinely, I thought Astralis were going to win it.
Starladder is Ukrainian org?
Until Donk
I guess so. I didn't
really
actually know that. I learned that when I was glancing at the article. That was cool.
Molotov to try and stop anyone from pushing forward. I don't know if it wasn't there last time. I feel like something. I have to go. Actually, I actually will go back later and look at that round. Here we go. Blasting through the smoke, and Chopper has to appreciate the irony of.
I like the format of these PGL events. Dude, best of 3 Swiss is great. It's a long format. That's the only downside.
Reset here. You can see the rotation from Spirit.
That's literally the only downside. Clavis, thanks to the 11-month reset. Thank you.
Are slow playing it. However, are they aware of the full rotation? Again, they should expect it. Does look like they still are thinking.
At M80, I barely watched, but they're out 0-3. I'd say pretty horrible showing for them.
The entire left side of the map is available, inclusive of mid. Charles looking for a pick. This is actually kind of cool. If you stick around, Spirit are like, okay, maybe we should find info. But they're not actually going deep enough for Charles to catch a pick.
Yes.
So
sorry again, boys, for the weird schedule today.
There's almost nothing lost here if they go back. So the smoke in the middle is going to be to suggest that we might be going back. Hooksy, he's going to try and sell it, but they're still going back. So
Taz kind of sad.
Yeah. They're really sending the message. And Spirit, they should buy this, at least somewhat. They've rotated 2 people back, and I totally understand why. They have no way of knowing what's happening. They will take down Hooksy, and now the silence on that bomb site is going to be very suspicious. They're rotating back. They're going to be ready for this. 24 seconds. Suntix going to be double peaked right now, but he sprays down both of them. A couple of bullets left to try and find the kill. That bomb being planted. Shiro.
Oh, we didn't throw it.
That's a fumble. Needs to get that out right away.
Yeah, Mandy threw that shit.
It's going to be incendiary on the other side to put some pressure on and pushing back into Magix. He swings into the headshot, and somehow Astralis is still coming out on top of this battle. Shiro, scoped up, moving forward. One falls.
No, I haven't seen. I have not seen Hooksy human flashbanging himself too much.
Be able to get the kill on the other side, and now he's very exposed. Another missed opportunity. Stair will take him down for the triple. It's a very weird round, but I do like the mid round. And Hooksy just. Big brain plays coming out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I forgive, but I don't forget Plum. That's good, because then you won't forget how much I fuck up my schedule to watch these games.
It looked like for a moment that they were just going to try to hit, and the timing was
selfishly.
But yeah, I think
glad I slept 8 hours though, regardless.
Again, if the CT team just stacks the site like that at some point, because all the players are there, they could push forward, find out what's going on. Astralis looking to punish that device.
We'll get there though.
So that's I'm
trying to think if I got him.
And yeah, great. Call on the fly, make sure that they get the full punish in there with the fake.
Need to see.
Sending Hooksy on the
see, this is the match. This match is getting moved.
Worth it. Absolutely worth it. It is.
So
it is just a fact of the map as well that when you're
we're supposed to have 2 matches, I think, tomorrow. So one.
Rotation through middle, donut into
this is at 7.
It's much quicker than the CTs can get from B to CT spawn to A. So like you just have to beat them by like a couple of seconds, and you're going to be.
Well, let me make sure.
Have to be really reactive. They have
How's the M+ brand going? Good. I think I finally am like playing my arcane mage well, which is.
Being thrown over, and there was 2 people in T spawn throwing flashes.
It's been really fun and rewarding to learn.
Get the mid control. Unfortunately, you could see that landing.
Havoc 6 to the 49.
To device on the other side.
Maybe that's what I'll do.
if he doesn't jump, if he peeks in,
You guys want to not flom stream today after I'm done?
But they win the mid fight.
Go for a walk and leave the house
And
for a
this
bit
is
and come
another
back.
good test of the calling for Astralis. Again, you should typically have a lot of options if you get the opening pick. How do we convert? That has to be.
Well, it's because Arcane isn't as much of a rotation as much as you have to react a lot. So you have like it's a priority reaction spec, right? So, which I don't know if there's any like that right now that you play. There used to be some.
Oh no!
Right now for Astralis.
I don't know why Yappy's running that much. His team already have the A bomb side. I don't think. Well, it might be a small mistake. Probably not going to cost them the round here, but. It is the kind of thing that, you know, that can be scary. If they were closer, if they had, you know, a kit or something else, maybe it's the sort of opportunity maybe for Spirit to get back into the round. It looks like Astralis have figured it out a bit here on the T side of Ancient. Device, awkward corner, bomb radius on this map is enormous, so eventually he will have to try and escape and going to be shot down. So AWP lost on the ground. I don't think anyone can actually run to pick it up, so... All right, 6-3 though. The Danes start to claw their way back into the game.
And that was really close, you know, you're right. Shiro very, very nearly got the opening pick there, and Device obviously taking down Donk with the AWP. And AWP is probably the gun you need to take down Donk in that scenario. And we'll see if the money's there to buy another one. Astralis' money's quite tight. And Yabi, you know, big ups to Yabi. He's really been pulling through for the team.
Yeah.
And indeed, no, not enough money for the AWP, but Donk on the other hand, he's got one as well as Shiro.
Yeah, double AWP, why not? All right, so running execute onto the bomb site. They're gonna, Santos already knows. P250 in hand, Donk is behind him, and it's actually Donk with the other AWP. We saw him with the scout earlier. If he could do it with the AWP, how sick would that be? But he's not gonna get the opportunity right now. They are actually falling back. It's hard to know what made them do this, but something in it felt wrong. Maybe they heard Suntix already retreating. They're not sure at any rate. Gonna go all the way back to the B bomb site, leaving Yabi in this position.
Dangerous stuff, especially when you're against some pistols. In this type of spot where you've lost a lot of map control, they could be kind of anywhere. Donk with the AWP there, they're not, surely they're going to contact in here. I don't think they'll expect a second AWP. Contacting against an AWP is a terrible thing to do, but sometimes you just have to do it.
The only thing is, because it was Donk having the AWP, they might be suspicious, because these are such a weird thing, so they might be able to guess. Incendiary or Molotov on top of Shiro, he survives with 18 health. They've hunted him all the way back. Going to be another grenade, and this time he should be dead. Burns inside of the cave. Magic's with an awkward fight. He goes down to Hooksy. The bomb is planted. Going to be a boost up here on top. Actually, some nice damage on through. They jump right out of there, but the bomb is planted in front and not an easy retake. They do not have any utility, no kit either. I don't see them easily getting onto the site right now. It's down holding it up front here. He doesn't immediately get the spray down, but just Donk, even in that moment, he's like, I'm just going to find the kill. Stowning instead is going to get the triple. And Astralis, they're actually coming back into this in this second or in the first half. This is pretty impressive.
It is impressive, and some AWPs on offer there as well, so can get that back into the hands of Device going into the next round. I do feel like the AWP has been pretty helpful, and the fact that we didn't get one in this round obviously does allow a bit more dynamic play for the team to pack a bit more.
See,
energy is high in the camp of Astralis.
Tech, thanks to the Twitch primer. Thank you, Pavix, thanks to the 49.
Failed
49.
Molotov. Not that it really makes a difference, I suppose, but it's meant to go higher up to stop the run boost.
Somebody's asking if we're doing the simple VOD review type stuff after this, and the answer is yeah.
Shout out to Vega Squadron as well. Shiro sneaking on in here, looking to get the spray down. It's a nice idea, but Hooksy's
goddamn
quick to turn it around. He's been individually just playing really well, which is obviously one of the big criticisms of him in the past. Maybe even rightfully so, but this Astralis team seems like he's right at home. They're going to pick up this round, and it's pretty impressive. 5-6 the score.
Looking good, man. Matt, thanks for the 79-month primer. Thank you, beautiful.
Astralis looked like they were completely defeated at the beginning of Ancient, but
yeah, no, they're finally able to. Really, the big difference is they're not losing this cat battle.
I mean, and again, even on Dust 2 again. Like, if you just look at the first
half, they were losing this shit hard to start the half. They weren't even able to move.
That we saw from Astralis was very well constructed. However, Team Spirit is obviously one of the favorites.
This cattle, if you will. Okay, man.
It's a tough matchup to win. We'll see what they can do here. Coming in as the underdogs.
All jokes aside, no, Astralis look a lot better right now.
Presence.
Hate Watchers are currently in shambles. Well, nah, Hate Watchers are still eating good because they're watching Spirit beat them at least map 1, but...
I think he even saw him. I think he's just shooting through the smoke there. Yeah. Well then. Donk is in the middle.
I definitely think Astralis has looked the best this event that I've seen them in a while. The biggest reason for that is Sound finally figured out how to use his mouse again in group stages.
A free kill in CT on T-spawn at Shiro sneaking down.
Like, Sound used to be the group stage merchant, man.
No idea how this round is going to be playing out.
But they even lost that part of his game, which is kind of a big deal.
Check if they're getting flanked. Right now, they're focused on the bomb side itself. Donk in position. Easy enough spray down as he drops Hooksy, runs into it. That could have been the end of it. There comes the flank. Stair going down, and Device. That's a burst coming out from Magic. 7 to 5 at the end of it. Still a good half for Spirit, but there definitely was an opportunity to get them a way more crushing lead. And Astralis, honestly, they're still in this.
Yeah, they put the stoppage on that momentum. And so, you know, a lot of respect in the ways that they did it too. And they also had a pistol where the pistol was sick. Like the pistol was put them in a super advantageous position.
I think Hooksy's the reason.
Well, and yet still came away with that scoreline.
So, has always been a good IGL.
There's a lot to be said here for the fight that Astralis is putting into this.
He never got to really IGL G2 in the way that I imagine he wanted to because of.
Side is very different to side.
This is gonna. It's not like Nico's toxic. It's just that when you have a player like Nico, if he's giving input,
once again, I think,
you're gonna probably take the input and listen and want him to play at his best. So I'm sure he compromised like different things that he likes to do to cater to the people around him. Now there's more to this, so don't think Hooksy ever really called the way he did on Flames like he did in G2. And then I also think Hooksy really fell in. He started believing and drinking his own Kool-Aid too much of them being able to win without him killing anyone, and he turned himself into the human flashbang. So, combination of him never really fully having control, I would say, of the roster, which is kind of to be expected when you have players like that on your team, because they're going to have their own successful way of playing that caters to them. But then also, yeah, I think he just took things too far.
Jumping for information there. And got more than he was asking for. Device.
The Kickson interview about how they co-IGL was interesting. It definitely seems to cause issues at times. I didn't read any of that, but based on previous interviews about Nico, it just seems Nico is just a player that communicates and talks a lot and is going to have a lot of input. Like, that doesn't mean it's, you have to be, the internet's really dumb though, so like you have to really like spoon feed it to him and ease him into it, that it's not like a toxic thing. It's fucking, it's okay guys, like one person isn't, you know, controlling everyone like pawns. It's just, there's a lot of players out there that communicate well and can implement things well.
Around to the one that Hooksy called, where Chopper, if he wanted to, he could smoke up middle to pretend.
So it's hard to,
or you could even throw the
hard to
smoke
strike
into
that
the
balance
A-bomb site
sometimes.
just to kind of signal that while they're waiting here. As a spiritually very, very similar opportunity for the one that that Hooksy did. That really worked, you know. When Spirit were on the CT side, they were forced to rotate because of one of those mid grenades. He's just going to be peeking.
To bring this all back to the original question,
okay, they want to go right
I think Hooksy's a good IGL. I think Hooksy's a good IGL. I think that his actual IGLing ability has been overlooked for a while. His biggest flaw was that he turned himself into the human flashbang on G2. And he looks like he's not doing that yet on Astralis. And I think he realizes...
They don't exactly know where he is.
I think he's a smart guy. I think he realized that that was his mistake.
The problem is the bomb is planted already. It's the decoy.
Is Hooksy standing in for the major too? Well, you see, Astralis hasn't qualified for their last 6 majors, so he would if they were playing in it, but they're not in it.
Oh man, there's a lot of different ways that could have been played out, but it was the headshots at the end.
And again, it felt like Astralis had the edges in the pistol, but it just comes down to some of these.
That's why Astralis is financially such in the bin.
Headshots and group ups from Team Spirit did so well. It's such a good find from Device early.
Can Astralis still qualify? No, guys. The major's set.
So strong from
guys, the major starts in like 2 weeks.
Okay, well we are in
3 weeks,
the next round.
2.5 weeks.
And Astralis, do they have any? They got a lot of util here.
They invested. They bought.
Am I going to Austin? I'll be in Dallas and Austin.
don't necessarily hate it, but I kind of don't like the fact that there's many people at the... Okay, so they're hoping that there's going to be a ramp.
Guys, as soon as this event ends, within 24 hours, Dallas will start.
I don't think they can just have 4 people at the B-bomb site stationary. So either way...
Salt Savage takes the 26th with Farmer, and then 1 week after, or 3 weeks after Dallas. Is it 3 weeks or 2 weeks? Sorry. I have my timeline wrong. It's like 2 or 3 weeks after Dallas, right? Then Austin starts.
Real backup at the moment. Goes down to Sontix. There's no one there.
There's a couple teams that are doing Astana and Dallas, yes, on some psychopath shit.
Grenades on the B-bomb side.
Yeah, this could be dangerous here. Are they gonna try to commit everything in? I mean, they don't have positioning at all right now. It's just 3 down. I was almost thinking that it's like a save call right after they lost the first player. They're going to fall off. But you could kind of see the plan in the sense that I remember, again, thinking back to much older editions of Astralis. One of the things that, you know, the most dominant version was so good at was on rounds similar to this, they would have the 5 smokes and just a full util, and they would do such a good job of slowing down the other team. And just like, but at the same time,
I don't know. I haven't seen him play in forever. Always looked like a player that had good mechanical skills and
they have to like
but was way too hot or cold, and also seemed pretty emotionally tiltable.
It can be exploited by the CTs so heavily.
It's so hard to force that dynamic today because you can blow open the smoke.
Yeah.
So a lot of like T sides, even if you try and do it, and people do it sometimes, right?
But I don't remember the last time I even saw him play, man.
They'll just say, well, you know, you can throw the smoke, but we'll blow it open and run through. So, you know, good luck with that.
Yes, which I like. I think that's such a great addition to the game.
When Mythic Major,
if we could go back,
you just go find me a gambling sponsor that has a license similar to one that I already work with.
It would be kind of weird to be watching so many teams just waiting.
And I got you.
Like, well, we just have to wait it out. You know, 20 seconds, wait. Here we go.
Yeah, I'll be co-streaming Dallas and Austin live from the venues.
Spirits still very strong.
Pretty sure my Dallas schedule is completely fucked, chat. Pretty sure I'm going to co-stream all the games for you. Then I'm going to, on Thursday, there's still games. And then after the Thursday games, I'm going to get on a flight, land. Then Friday, I'm going to co-stream from the venue. I'm pretty sure is what's going to happen.
Happens.
It's going to be done. You can see the hero flash in the hands of Device. Do they get the
Because I don't think there's
trigger the flash.
a day off anymore for Dallas. I think they go straight into playoffs.
Ah, there it is. It's been sent.
Correct. I can only stream ESL events on Twitch. So for Dallas, I'll only be live on Twitch, which makes me sad. Because Simple on YouTube would do numbers for me.
Tickling Donk through the wall there. I mean, it's not a lot of damage, but he is actually finding the shots through somehow.
One pixel gonna be there. Beware at the major. I don't know what that man's doing ever, dude. Don't ask me.
Yeah, he's also distracting from the fact that Device is walking up behind them, although I would be shocked if Spirit don't think about this. They actually almost didn't. Sontix did not look like he was ready. He's still got the kill. He's up to 17 in total. This down's going to be saving this Mac 10 somewhere else. Spirit on 10. I don't know. The flashbang, the idea worked out.
Yeah, yeah.
Why does ESL hate us?
Would be pretty happy with
YouTube?
that.
They don't. There's just the music that ESL buys to use for their production is a very big record label, and that record label is very aggressive with their copyright and on YouTube, and
but when you're just up against you, Spirit,
without properly owning the rights, like myself,
obviously. It's just hard to watch some of the...
I will get taken down.
Or the potential not be realized, I suppose, is what I'm trying to get at.
I do feel like the kind of
it's
losses
just how
that
YouTube does copyright, man. That's really what it comes down to.
So much more sort of defeating when you look at them. Like, I can't even think of like a way that they could win. Whereas I feel like here, yeah, I mean, they are against Spirit, who are a fantastic team.
Have you been undimmed since the last round? Yeah, I got unbanned from Starladder within like a few hours.
Have a really good read on what's happening. So yeah, I think there's a lot to build on right now. Spirit, just no surprise, going to be one of the, if not maybe the hardest team in the tournament to beat. So.
This could be a moment here for Astralis. A bit of aggression. Backhand position, moving forward, going deeper. Whoa, that's a flying headshot from Hooksy. That should not be allowed.
How much it costs to buy the music rights? Oh, I don't know, man. I don't even know if they really. I don't.
What's really weird about that peak was the fact that normally
Even then, I don't think ESL would want me to do that or allow me to do that. Like in the sense that then give me permission because they probably wouldn't tons of people doing that.
You look at teams like FaZe and especially Na'Vi are so good at the B utility if you wanted to go back and study. Those of you at home who are dedicated to the...
And yeah, how much their music
go watch
cost would be, like for the catalog that they're using to use for commercial use would probably be a lot of money.
It's really fun.
And this has caused, pause for thought for Team Spirit. Astralis playing aggressive to play a better defensive game. Slowing Spirit all the way down 20 seconds. They don't have the time for this. They've got to go for it. They're struggling to get for the choke points. They do get the kill, but the damage was substantial. Hooksy set up for the play.
Oh, Chopper just swung that anyway while Zontix was reloading. That's crazy. Whoa!
Opportunities here for Yabi, but only finds the one.
My hero.
Spirit getting the bomb planted now, and they are going to get the after plant. I just don't believe it.
That is as close as you can get. The fact that he had to jump through into the ceiling with a MAC-10 and they found the opening. Shiro flips down and he goes straight into the ground. It's Donk to finish off the round. They're so low on health. They just kept trading their way through, barely surviving, like just bleeding to death into the bomb site. But it's enough. Somehow it's enough.
Oh, wow. It's just another round where, you can see the potential there for Astralis. It's like so close. There's so many small margins, but when push comes to shove, Team Spirit deliver. And 11-5 the scoreline now. Timeout taken by Astralis. Translate, Anders.
Translate now.
I think you're saying just Donk not getting enough kills. get back out there.
Simply just get more kills.
I wish I could. It'd be sick. I can do the Danish stuff, but all they ever say is shoot. Just means sick.
Oh, nice.
Shoot.
I remember the meta was every single team, doesn't matter like where they're from, was just saying nice.
Yeah. They still do.
Nice! Some of the CIS teams did say nice Bliat, which is
true.
Nice Bliat is probably my favorite combination.
That's like nice, thank you.
Exactly. Oh, that is such a deep incendiary. Very cool. Foxy rushing in, flash in his eyes. It doesn't matter. The bullets will take him down eventually. I love the aggression. I love the attempt to try to really, put some pressure on Spirit, because what is the alternative? You just fold. You just start playing this really defensive Counter-Strike. I don't think it's going to work either. I actually think it's a nice call, but it doesn't matter. They shoot way too hard. It's a good headshot.
Yeah.
Magic's does go down, but the bomb is going to be planted. The round is going to be lost. Spirits are going to be on 12 rounds.
I got a bit too excited for that headshot. It was nice.
It was good.
I mean, Deagle headshots, they will never lose their luster.
No, it always, whether you're just watching it or you land one yourself, it's a little pick-me-up,
It was always the thing with playing Counter-Strike, even back, I mean, I feel like especially back in the OG Counter-Strike where the headshot, especially when, they didn't have helmets.
Right.
It's like so satisfying with almost any gun, but especially like a Scout or a Deagle, forever.
Yeah, it's that one animation that we're all waiting for where like they spin like backwards.
Yeah.
1.6 stuff.
It's so satisfying.
Comrade, no. Exclamation Inferno, Comrade.
Has become such a feature of this map now.
No, we'll watch them. We're gonna react to the major stuff after this game.
In the first half and in the second half,
yeah, we didn't see it.
I guess Spirit are winning.
This event is butt.
Care about
nah, it's not butt. This game's just a blowout. It's kind of what we expected, though, but
to the point where it's it's almost where you want to wonder if sort of Valve should.
Astralis still do look better.
In Go, Valve worked
this
hard
is a bit lofty.
Wall bangs. Like it was almost like they were on a mission to kill all wall bang positions in CS:GO. But now in CS2, we got this map. Train is.
Nah, like Spirit's gonna do this to a lot of teams. I feel like this event. I'm not really gonna. I know hate watchers are feasting right now, but in general, I think this is like kind of to be expected.
It is like that. Weirdly, nuke now you still can't shoot for almost anything. Like it's so blocked off still.
Yeah. It's like the PT.
Pop-Tart, dude.
The OG geek is kind of crazy.
But I'm not even complaining about it. I'm just saying that happens
did you guys
right now.
Did you guys see the short with me casting the score bot the other day? By the way.
almost the entire
I didn't even
army
realize
here.
Sicko and the editors
Occupy
threw some
everything.
flair on
Chopper's
there.
traded places. He does get the kill.
That was actually
but
pretty
Yami
good. I was
shooting him in the
impressed.
back, so a bit of a comedy moment.
Shit was
Magic's
good.
opening up on the site, and there was nobody else here to defend with. So bottom plant is secured, and if they try to wrap around, there's still a player in T-spawn that could shoot them in the back. This is a sick setup for Spirit.
Yeah, the radio one.
Series right here.
I feel like that Warbang should have.
Have I played any more Deadlock? Nah, I've just been playing
I
WoW.
suppose, yeah, you're just talking about that. Either way, 3v4. Music's angle here is crazy. Going for it, though. Happy.
Get closer here. He's already tagged up quite a bit moving into it, and he can't check the corner. Magic takes him down. Donk with the headshot, and Spirit with the 13 to
that was
5
fucking
victory
buns.
here towards the end. Very, very convincing, taking down Astralis. Not much to be said about the second map, I think, but overall, I don't know.
Nah, I mean, Astralis looked better this event, but there's just certain expectations that need to be leveled and understood. Moonguard goes crazy. No, I'm not playing on Moonguard. No, I'm where every fucking person is that is on Alliance because my homies make me. Well, like I said, dude, maybe I will race change. But I do actually appreciate being a dwarf because then I just match up IRL and in game, you know? Like my out of game, yeah. That way I can feel like I'm really immersed in the world. Being a dwarf seems kind of lit. All right, so let's react to the major and talk about it, and then we'll. Sicko found a couple Face-It games of Simple and the FaZe guys playing. So maybe we'll watch FaZe and Simple specifically play a little bit and kind of see what it's looking like. All right. So this is the big news. So let me mute the. Okay, mutes are already alerted. Let me just make sure. I think Mitch, thanks for the 27. Fudge, thanks for the 20. And Salt, thanks for the 26. Subscribe to the Flom Clips and Highlights channel, ladies and gentlemen. Star Ladder announces Budapest Major. Spoiler, some chat already told me some things, so I kind of am going to skim through this a little bit. But basically, let me see if I can find. Here it is. All 4 stages of the event will feature a live audience. The first 3 will take place from the 24th of November to December 7th. I'm assuming that's the arena, MTK Sport Park, with seating up to 2,000 spectators. So that's pretty sick. That's pretty dope, man. We'll have like a small little spectating stage for people. I think that's really cool, man. I think that's really cool. That's it. That's a huge W. The playoffs will be held from December 11th through the 14th in the MVM Dome, a 20,000 indoor seat arena, which will be utilized to its full seating capacity. Oh, they're going to do center stage. So they're going full center stage 360 setup, and they're going to actually have 20. Okay. All right. That's cool. All right, guys, time to get your tickets. Everybody that missed Austin, boot up. Tickets are already available for purchase on Ticket Fairy website in 2- and 4-day bundles, ranging from €10 to 30 for the first 3 stages and 80 to 370 for the playoffs. That's cool. That's dude. That's actually sick. I'm glad they made them this cheap for the first 3 stages. That's cool. Right? You just show up, shoot the shit. I imagine they'll have like some adult beverages. You can just fucking vibe out, watch the games, because these are going to be the early stages, right? Before the playoffs. So that's cool. I think that's nice, man. Hosting another manager is an incredible honor. Determined to make it unforgettable. So a little bit of lore, real quick. For those of you that don't know, Starladder banned me. So we'll figure we'll just put this one in there. So I am a little worried. Hopefully, we'll put this in the video, but I'm hoping that since Starladder got a major, I could co-stream this. Last time Starladder did a major, they DMCA'd me and many others, and there's a whole thing. This is actually kind of what shout out to Starladder because this probably kind of kickstarted the co-streaming conversation pretty hard. Because there was like this thing where forever majors you could just stream. It wasn't even a big deal. Then without telling anyone, Valve said that like that companies can put like different restrictions and rules on the co-streams and stuff like that. And then they changed it, didn't tell anyone. Then I got banned. Then my personal favorite part, Starladder banned themselves. That is real. That is very true. Starladder DMC'd myself. And they accidentally DMC'd some of their own channels in the process during the major. This was during the major. It was kind of a mess. So I don't think that's going to happen now, but I am hoping that I can co-stream this and that everything is a little bit more flushed out this time. I did get unbanned very quickly, but I never was able to co-stream the major that year. That was a very weird thing that happened. Very, very, very odd scenario. That being said, if we have another tournament organizer in the scene that can provide good tournaments and actually some cool experiences for people, I'm all for it, man. DMCAs aside, I'd be lying if I said it didn't actually probably benefit me to get banned. In typical Twitch fashion, getting banned usually just means more people talk about you, and that kind of just I was farming. So at that point, like, shout out Starladder. You guys helped me out. No hard feelings. Let me co-stream the major. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, man. Fucking A. So was that recent? That was that was first undertaking in Counter-Strike major since 2019 when it hosted the premier competition in Berlin. So that was the Starladder Berlin major. Yeah. So anyway, let's watch the video together. Let me see it.
This December in Budapest, Starladder is back with the audience at all group stages, with an incredible arena for 20,000 spectators and a sensational Counter-Strike 2 action. He needs to move.
Oh yeah, they might have soundproof booths, dude. Everybody's favorite.
Join us at the Budapest Starladder Major.
What's going on with the narrator, though? Okay, that... I don't know, what's it? The narrator went from like strictly like it was being read off like a sheet or like it was entered in, and then like at the end we got some like we had some extra. I don't even know. Oh man, using honestly kind of base that Starladder is gonna put this entire event on CS:GO though. Appreciate that. They're gonna make a lot of people happy. I'm surprised they didn't have any CS2 clips. I think those were all CS:GO clips, right? But regardless, excited to have the second major of the year announced. I feel like this is a little late. I hope Starladder does well. Like I said, they might have banned me, but I actually think that having more companies in the scene able to run events smoothly is only a good thing for Counter-Strike, not a bad thing. So I literally want them to be successful because like just having access to more people that can do more stuff for the Counter-Strike scene is never a bad thing, in my opinion. So hopefully that goes smooth. I think I don't know, I've never been to, surprisingly, despite how I look, I've never been to Hungary before. I know. I know. I've been hungry, but I've never been to whatever. I've seen a lot of people excited about going there, so we'll see. I've personally never been. It'd be kind of cool. Hey, Starlight, you want to bring me out? Like, it'd be kind of sick. Heard a lot of people excited about Budapest in general. So yeah, it should be good though, man. It should be good. Hopefully it goes smooth. I know that sounds like I'm being. I feel like saying that sounds so condescending because I wouldn't say that about Blast or about ESL, but like. They haven't hosted an event since 2019. In 2019, at the major, there was kind of some stuff. So, like, I mean that in the least condescending way possible, I swear. I just want everybody to have some success out here, man, okay? Starladder is ESL now? Yeah, I think, like, I don't know about all of that. I know that there's, like, same ownership, right? Or group or some shit like this. Chances of getting flown out already 0. Well, Sicko, why don't you cut it up so it sounds nicer so they fly us both out, you fucking idiot. Isn't that your job, Sicko? Sicko, your job is to literally make me not look stupid. And it's a full-time job and you literally have a house, dude. No, I don't edit? Yeah, you don't edit, but you tell the people that do. Grow up, man. So what are we watching during the meet? All right, man, grow up. All right, let me go fight. Let's go watch Simple play Counter-Strike here, yeah? Because nobody wants to see me play CS today. One sec. I'll make you guys a deal. We get to 100 subs on the day. I'll do a not flom stream after this. Whenever I'm back from leaving the house for a little bit. All right, let's see. Where did you put this in content ideas? Yeah. Okay, do we want to see Simple and Frozen play Mirage or Simple Leash Kerrigan play Ancient? I think we want to watch Ancient with Simple Kerrigan Elige. Sicko also added a note that the people that they played in the Ancient game were better. Let me see, who did they play? Oh, yeah, I recognize some of those people. Is that the same truth that, like, sometimes... is this Swedish truth? Is this guy Swedish? Let me see. No, that's right. He's Norwegian. That's why you fucking knew who he was. Sicko, you fucking dweeb. That's what it was. Oh, I confused the Swedish and a not Danish, a Norwegian person. Ah, yeah, that's how. Fucking, of course, Sicko said they played versus a good stack. I mean, it literally went to overtime. He's not wrong, but it's a Norwegian stack. You fucking biased little shit. You little shit. Yeah. He played a Norwegian stack, dude. That's crazy. Look at you, Sicko, you fucking. This Norwegian bias fucking seeping into my stream, man. You're a Viking also. Just because I might have ties, okay? Grow up. Sicko, shut up, man. When I heard Norwegian come out of Sicko's mouth one time, it actually scared me, though, because I barely have ever heard him speak Norwegian before. He's always just yapping in English. I actually thought it was a different person. Like, it was weird. That was a weird experience. All right, one sec. Hold on, we're standing up for this. This is gonna be better than that fucking Astralis Spirit Ancient game. This is the real content right here. Can I speak Norwegian? Fuck no. Hell no. Wait, did you give me a stats page for this so I can just load it straight from here? Oh my god, you're actually a good person. Okay, maybe I should keep paying you. Ah, fuck, but it just relinks to the fucking Faceit page. Nah, never mind, fuck you. Nah, he gave me the demo file. I'm just teasing, chat. Hold on. Yeah, it did take me to Faceit. It's okay, though. Wait. Fuck, demos now are in, like, the CSGO folder for CS2, right? Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on. I always get confused putting these demos in here now. Hold on. Let me see. Because there's like a CSGO folder, then there's like a CS2 folder. Like, it's weird. Hold on. One sec. What's it under again, Sicko? It's like... Is it under a game? Is it under a game, CSGO? It's one of these, bro. It's weird. I think it's this one. I think it's Game CSGO. Yeah, I was right. Okay, I'm in the right spot. Thank you, chat. Everybody else finds that stupid as hell too, right? I'm not crazy. We're all in agreement. You're crazy? It's literally in a CSGO folder, man. Fuck y'all, man. Did anybody ask? 6 a.m. Did chat? Anybody? Any askers? Yo, Fightro, congrats. I'll sign your profile in 6 to 9 business months. Kenro, thanks for the 9 months. And Reek, thanks for the 34. No, you didn't ask, chat. Don't lie. Don't lie, chat. You didn't ask. I'm just here to help. What? It's not helping me, bro. Doesn't do anything. Come on, open up faster, CS. Yeah, Valve. Okay, Valve, can you fucking make your game open? That's cool and all, but chop chop, buddy. The fuck, this shit's just hard stuck. There we go. What does Valve do that isn't dumb as hell? Well, for one, they made the game, so that's kind of smart. Bitcoin, I take my sub. Bitch, that's a Prime sub. No, I'm kidding. Bro said Bitcoin's high, take my sub that I'm already paying for. No. Sorry. I get like this. It's not your fault, it's me. It's not you, it's me, dude. Actually, my face should probably be what, like right here? Probably. All right, so we got a demo with Kerrigan, Simple Elige playing Ancient versus a 5-stack of Norwegian players. Spoiler alert, it's a close game and it's a good one. Mostly what I'm watching, I'm probably going to watch Simple mostly just because I'm trying to see how he's feeling, dude. I want to see where we're at. Where are we at, man? You know? Starting on the CT side. Anime profile picture engaged. Wait. Simple's on slingshots and a butterfly ruby, just like me for real. And he's AFK. Yes! Simple is literally just like me for real. We are the same person, dude. Comes back right at the end, right? Not full AFK, just partial. Hell yeah, dude. I haven't had my game. What? Get in there, dude. Get in there. Nice. Huge trades. Okay, Simple's telling his team to wait for him. Wait, what the fuck? Go back. Let's see. First round watching Simple. Ooh, he's got the trader with it. Simple actually... He might just be like me. That's crazy. Maybe I need to get an anime profile picture. Calm down, man. You only got 14 bullets left. You're just blasting here. Ooh. Okay, I am nothing like Okay. See, you got 2 bullets left, man. He only needs 2. Oh, this is awkward. Oh! Oh! So it turns out spamming your USP did actually come back to bite him in the end. That's too funny, bro. That's actually too funny. Oh, man. That's too goofy. That's just too goofy to start. I got a Deagle getting boosted. Ah, the weeds. Plum, are you sure this isn't your own VOD? Plot twist, I literally just changed my name to Simple on Face It and played a game. So I could upload it for content. I'm actually a genius. That might actually be the smartest thing I've ever done. Alright. Well, he's getting his. He's getting his, chat. Bro's got Tom Cruise as his profile picture. Nice. Simple's in mid right now with the M4. That's why. That's why. Hold that, buddy. Oh no, he's got the hot rod, but he's got the dude. Come on, man. It actually is tripping me out that he is using all the same skins, though. I don't like it. But also that hot rod, dude, just keep it clean, man. It's the we have a Howl at home fucking skin. We do it without the X-ray. I want to see you shooting. We can do it without. Hold on, what is it? X-ray, right? I'll toggle it on and off. I don't have a bind for it, so I'll turn it off for this round. We'll see. Well, dude, it's literally it's like actually, bro's just using every skin that I'm using right now. Actually, I'm not on my trader right now, but if any of you know, I am obsessed with that USP, and I ended up okay. Wait, can we just hold on? Can we watch this guy real quick? No X-ray. I just want to watch this because. Yep. And okay, that's all I wanted to see. Anyway, continue on. Continue on. Just had to watch some bald guy like tap some heads real quick. Speed this up a little bit. I can't. Oh, the dink into the death. That's tough. Got the instant mid. Oh, we got the op out. Oh man, he's gonna get 0 action this round. Okay, they hold it down at B. I don't know. It's not that I didn't expect him to do this, but I am kind of impressed that he's doing it. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I can't even get like oppers that op in actual teams when I'm playing to fucking go op at A, and Simple's doing it for reps and face it pugs. When is Simple's first tournament appearance? I am Dallas. Nah, it's just nice. Like he's like, we'll see how much it looks throughout the demo, but bro is locked in. Did he see the? Oh. Ooh. Did he see the shadow? Is that why he mollied? Because I didn't see it. Am I crazy? Actually, I'm kind of curious. Was that the flash? Bro, he didn't see shit. That was just pure instinct. Yeah, he didn't see shit. I'm not doing shit. Yeah, he's still getting used to the dog shit CT molly though. Yeah, Simple. The incendiary's ass, man. No, that's what I'm saying, JK. I think he just got information on the other side, and he just was like, you know, they're probably coming A right now, you know? Oh, just daily CT incendiary hate here, chat. Somebody's got to do it. Simple drops 26 this game only. Nothing to write home about. Nah, it's not to write home about, bro. I'm just trying to see. Opping on it. This isn't just cope like for Simple. I think Ancient is probably the worst map for the op right now. It's Ancient or Inferno. Oh. He shot so quick and missed, and that guy also killed him just fully midair. What the fuck? That was a Counter-Strike moment of all time. That was a CS moment of all time. That was crazy. What the fuck? That was actually nuts, though. Not Anubis? Nah, Anubis is nice for the op. Anubis is nice for the op, but that's like... If you play Pugs, Anubis opping probably is a little annoying. Well, I don't know. Just depends. Anubis opping is like... in the current meta, it's really good, yeah. Because in current meta of op, I know we're watching Simple, but this is so good. Like, current meta, you get your opper into post plans. Anubis post plans are really easy to get into. So if you're getting into a bomb site in a 3v3 or a 4v4 and your opper is alive, they can just have a fucking field day, dude. Right? You try to retake B and that opper's at like what we call you Kinder, but like the pillar that can access Temple and CT, or the pillar on Plat at A, and these post ups, like these scenarios are so vicious. Where like some of the other, like even this map, it's kind of buns, like even in post plant. Still thinking about CT side of Anubis. I mean, CT side of Anubis, the op's great, man. You get a lot of clean sight lines. You get a lot of access to a lot of different things too. Only downside to opping on CT is when you get put into that retake, but that's any map. Like Ancient's tough, man, because the brawl happens on mid and cat, right? Almost every single round is the opper. So if you're not, there's a good chance that you're. That's why it sucks. Is like if you're not at the right spot in the first 15 seconds of the round, the chances that you're going to be kind of moving around like this, trying to guess where they're going, to avoid being in a retake situation with the op is kind of tricky. Oh. All right, he's just... Guys, I hate to break it to you, but this actually is just a demo of me that I changed my name to Simple and we uploaded it. No, this actually might just be my demo. Sicko, did you edit this? Did you edit this? Because that sure as hell looked a lot like me out there, bro. We're literally gonna just, okay, new demo series or new series on my YouTube stream. Flom or Simple. We'll put them side by side. Wait till you guys find out, not only do we have the same skins, but I think he's still in the same sense. So we're probably pretty much the same sense. We really are just the same person. I'm just like, well, I'm like Simple if he just never stopped eating. And was significantly worse at Counter-Strike. And not as funny or good looking. Oh. And he's getting two with the P. This, no, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. This is actually just my demo. This is... No. I have seen enough. This is literally my gameplay. Misses every op shot, gets P250, sits two people down with ease. This is... Okay, man. This is actually smart as hell, Sicko, to do this bit. This is good. No comms? Yeah, here, I'll comm for Elise. Yeah, I'm holding your cat. I'm holding your cat. They're out A right now. Yeah, let's go through. Go fast. I don't have any nades. I'm going through smoke. Holding A main. A main's clear. Down B. Bomb B. Bomb B. I don't know how to sound Danish. Do I have peanut butter in my mouth or what? I don't know. Potato in throat. Do simple comms, so you gotta just like walk in here and shoot them. Fuck, I can't. What was that famous thing he said where like he fucking like from his series? That shit was too funny. Oh, yep, that's awkward. That is frustrating. Good to die like that in a face it pug though, rather than in an actual fucking match. That shit happens, dude. Like that shit is so annoying. I felt that to my core. You fucking beach, you pop through mid and you fucking run me down with Mac 10. Oh man. No, that actually, they're boot camping, right? I mean the whole team's together. I have no idea. Wait, let's see. Nah, definitely not. Literally, no, that'd be pretty lofty if they were together. Is Groovy queued with them, by the way? Is it a full 5 stack? Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, no, it's a 4 stack. Oh, it's Grubby. That's their analyst, right? Yeah. Have you guys enjoyed with the X-ray off, by the way? Ooh. I was gonna say, that's a hard angle, bro. That's a really hard angle for him to win. If he holds mid from that angle, they always see him first, pretty much. Like that, where he was, you know, not that I'm better than Simple, of course, but where he was, like, that's good to fight Cat, but if they walk out mid on him, he basically has no chance unless they kind of miss him. Watched the game where he drops 36. It improved a lot. What game was that? He has a Sicko had a Mirage game for me. We could do both. We could see. We could compare. Take a look at both. Yeah. We can. Let's watch both, man. I'm down. I'm not doing anything else today, man. Like I said, today was a weird day for my schedule. A little bit through mid, hopping around. Nice. This pistol aim seems great, though. I know that sounds kind of stupid, like, but it seems more like, at least so far in this Ancient game, he just looks a little uncomfortable with Ancient rather than like he hasn't been playing. Man. NT. I mean, those... Yeah. It seems less like the aim and more like the map. We'll see. At least DC Classic. Bot Steel. Glad to see Steel made it into the video, man. Damn, Elise just keeps getting booted. Is he back? Elise just so back. Are they just gonna full fight this? What do we got? Galil. Hero Galil armor. Wait. Wait, their analyst just went out mid and glocked the shit out of that guy. That's too fucking funny. Oh, man. I didn't even hear the other guy shoot at him, dude. He just actually assassinated him with a Glock. Ooh, get their analysts in the server, man. Holy shit. Holy shit. Get their fucking analysts in the server. My God. Alright, so we already got the insta red smokes coming out. The supporting flashes to get a Liege out mid. Oh, yeah. They've been cooking. They've been in the workshop, boys. It's good to see. Okay, guys, why does Simple have a AK redline now as well with the skull sticker on the end of it? So I realize I don't have the other ones, but can we seriously talk about this? This is actually concerning. I feel like I just like it's all my skins, dude. All those 5 gifted, no Titan Hollow? Nah. I do like some of the stickers, but like, I'm not really... It's hard for me to remember, like, a lot of the skins that I have that are expensive, it's because I've had them, not because I went and got them. I like the skins that I have, and I realize how valuable they are, but I don't really... Like, I would never drop that money on, like, a Titan Hollow. You know what I mean? Even if I like them and I think they're cool, if I still had one, you know what I mean? Oh, shit. Well, it looks like they're comfy going out mid right now. How does team practice work? They play against their B teams that's playing expected strats from their opponents? No. They literally just scrim other professional teams. But that's also what we talk about all the time, where like I try to tell you why it's so good to be in Europe is... You don't always have to play the tier 1 teams that you're facing competitions, especially if you have something coming up where you know your group, all that kind of stuff. You have access to so many tier 2 European international rosters, or not internet, but you have access to so much competition in tier 2 in Europe that you can get great practice from different teams with different play styles, with different executes and ways of playing the map. Without having to play the big boys. Where like, and this isn't meant to, you know, just to give you perspective though, like in North America, if you're NRG, for example, you are literally playing the same 6 teams for practice. Maybe 8. Like, not even is that bad because when you play them, you guys are going to be so familiar, but it's also bad because like you just don't get a lot of diversity in like how people are playing. Sorry, I fucking got distracted there for a second. My bad. Hold on. I've ever been paintballing. If so, do you enjoy it? Hell yeah, man. Paintballing is fun as fuck. Another insta red lineup from the homie. He's got this shit locked in. What do we got here? Molly for Cubby. Supportive flashes. Ooh, the 1-2 of a Liege and Simple and mid. Oh yeah, I fuck with that. Oh yeah. I mean, he's looking a lot more comfortable on this T side, and I think it's because he's not opping. And not opping on T side Ancient is pretty good, actually. I feel like the op on T side is not useless, but pretty fucking close. Gyro's catching up in chat right there, and let's get it rolling. Let me see what we got going on here. Some more mid-game play. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not really sure what's going on in chat right now, but I'm currently trying to farm content, and you guys are really distracting. Can you guys take it to the whispers? Because whatever it is, you guys seem stupid. Hold on, let's pause. Let's take a moment. Let's all take a time out to address the children in the room here, guys. Guys, you guys are probably got mortgages and, like, are full-grown adults. You guys could probably, like, drive cars, right? Maybe even vote. Look at yourselves. Look at yourselves, man. Holy fucking Christ, man. You guys are probably like closer to 40 than 20, and I gotta fucking treat you like kids. Come on. Chop top, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Don't care. Don't care. That's fine, Impulse. That's enough. You don't have to get the last word. And like I said, we're probably closer to 40. When you get older, you just say all good and you move on. Thank you. All right, let's go. I got Simple to watch right now. Fucking ruining my goddamn video, man. That's crazy. Think of my ad revenue now. Sicko, double the ads. I'm just a lurker and I'm catching age strays. My bad. Simple, my entry, dude. Oh. Guys, can you get sure? Well, I know the result of this game, and I'm just gonna say it, guys. I'm just gonna say something. I know what happens in this game, and all I'm gonna say is ain't no way we're doing the same thing in Pugs that we're doing in officials phase. Really? We're Simple already? Guys, all I'm gonna say is if you look at the demo line at the bottom, like, this shit's gonna last a little bit longer, bro. Auditor thanks to the 56. Redson thanks to the 52. Ooh, nice little adjustment. One tap him. I mean, we're tapping. We're tapping away here. Oh, that's a hard battle to win, bro. That's a hard one to win. Ooh, we got the op out now. See, what does Simple want to do with the op? He asked for it, I imagine, with that drop. What do we got? We got the boost. The classic. Oh. Just like me for real. Actual back to farm demo. We are fully back to... Okay, there we go. That guy just said, please shoot me, Simple. Holy shit. Alright, well, FaZe was up 12-9 even in their Pugs and they still went to OT. Jesus Christ. FaZe really is just out here playing all the rounds all the time, man. Has Elige lost a single mid fight, by the way? Like, he just, like, every round he gets at least 1 or 2. No, he didn't lose that mid fight, though. That was for the 3rd kill, bro. No. I'm saying the initial mid fight, guys. He killed 2 people before he died. Chat's like, didn't ace? He lost it. Yeah, he double entry mid by himself, guys. Oh man, imagine just playing Ancient every single round. You're just up 5v4 and have mid control. That's kind of sick. This boost always feels good until it doesn't. Well, that was actually that doesn't count, chat. I pre-watched because I could see the results at the bottom. I didn't really see it, but I realized that that's what people are gonna say. Oh shit, pre-watched, man. Oh, smoke for donut. Ooh. Simple said, you sure about that? He loves this fight, though. Oh, well, maybe not. Damn, that actually... He was just above his head. We'll watch the Mirage. You guys want to see the Mirage game, too? See what... So we saw this game because it's a little bit closer, but we could see some... I think he's going to obviously op a lot more on Mirage, so we can see what the op's looking like. Elige on the other side of the map gets to... How many... Can I just... Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's sitting here for the catting. He's trying to stay a little extra tucked for the mid-walk, but... Already an adjustment that he made from earlier. There's a rotate. Smoked off. Tough. Ooh, nice shot. All right. All right, he's powered up. And he's holding for fucking red flank here. All righty then. Let me just lock the fuck in right now. Has his homie right behind him. Oh, good trade though. The op sounded like a fucking lightning strike right there, dude. So you can already see the adjustment that he's made because he knows they're out mid this round. That's good. Oh, he's gonna try to walk him. Oh. See, this is that simple shit right here, bro. Him and Elige just fucking brawling, man. GG. Alright. So that was cool. I feel like honestly, I blame the map. He totally didn't whiff any op shots. It's only the map's fault. Surely we all agree to the same thing here. No, okay, so like he looks a little rusty at times, but that map in general, man, like I will say is not. It's got to be Inferno, Ancient are the two least like op heavy maps right now. I don't know which one I would. When we let's just say when we have everybody rate maps, Cooper puts Inferno ahead of Ancient. Cooper would rather op on Inferno than Ancient. Fire Cooper? Nah, but that's like not even that unpopular if you ask oppers. I'm telling you, dude. It's because like the way you play the meta right now for the op on Ancient is just like a very unfun one for a lot of these guys. Yeah. So we're gonna watch. The next one is gonna be Mirage, and he's duo queued with Frozen. No, Ancient's a fun map. I'm talking strictly from a opper's perspective. It's got to be one of the more difficult maps to like feel like you can make impact. You need some things to kind of go your way as the opper to have that map feel good. Open voice comms for that one. I didn't turn them off, dude. They're just I don't know. They're just not on, I don't think. Oh, we already had this shit loaded up. 9 a.m. You're late, man. All right, chat. I'm gonna run an ad and use the restroom real quick here. If we get to 100 subs when I'm done with this, I'll do a stream later today on Not Flum. All right, that's my promise to you. Okay, I'll be right back. 1 second. Ancient sucks. It isn't fun. If you're a rifler, Ancient's hella fun. A rifler that knows what they're doing. Quotes. Hey, chat. Voice comms, please, please, please. I don't think there's any way to have the voice comms. Is there? Is there? Hold on, let me see. For real? Are you fucking with me, Lasky, or are you serious? So put both of these to -1. Alright. I enabled it for you guys, alright? You're welcome. Wait, does this give me both teams, though? Oh. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back to 0. Because I've been on the internet before. These are face-it games. I don't know what these guys are saying. Yeah, so that's going to go back to 0. Can you mute the other team? I have no idea. Okay, does everybody know if you mute them on the scoreboard if it actually works? We'll find out here. I can't mute them from here, so I could disable all voice comms, but I can't mute these guys individually because I'm not in the game. Yeah, so we're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna watch without the comms. I ain't risking this shit. No, I know how to turn them on, Axe. I'm trying to mute the other team. Yeah. Pussy? Yeah, bro, I'm trying to upload this, dumbass. Yeah, bro thinks we're going to be able to get through a European Face-It game and upload that shit with the comms. Yeah, okay. Risk it for the clip. You can't clip it, dumbass! There is no clip! Oh, shit. Dude, Flom, I really need to hear somebody say some fucked up shit on the internet. Like, I've never heard this in all my games that I play each day. Dude. Why does the demo look broken at the bottom? I guess it's kind of nice that I don't have the info of how many kills they get. No, that's fine. I kind of like it. It does no spoilers. You can't play 2 demos in a row. Average CS2. At least we can play demos though. Oh, he switched up his crosshair. I just realized. I think this is his old crosshair. Ooh. The hot swap, dude. Okay. Oh yeah, this is his old crosshair. I'm like 99% sure. Damn, that's tough. That's tough. Zester 1, dude. He said hold that simple. Oh, no, it doesn't let me skip rounds. Okay, yeah, I really do have to restart. Fuck. Okay, we'll just go to round 2. It's fine. Damn it. I actually kind of like that the rounds didn't get spoiled. I just read a tweet that Heroic is interested in Brokey. I mean, there's going to be teams interested in them, dude. You know, to close the whole game, you noob. Zeffy, if there's one person ever calling me a noob in chat, I know sure as fuck it is not you. I know for a fucking fact, out of everybody in this chat room right now, you better fucking watch your tone, Zeffy. I've seen you play way too much Counter-Strike. Watch yourself. All right. Let's watch our boy play from round two. Round two. We're so back. All right, let's go. Let's go. Oh shit! Hold on. Now we're so back. All right, let's go. Wait, did the X-ray turn back on, or is it still off? Looks like it's still off. Ooh. Simple said, thanks, bro. I got the dig. Nice. How does it... Dude has no armor, I swear, man. Some of these guys, even when they got no armor, it's like they have aura armor. They just don't get aim punch like the rest of us. Me, I'm fighting that guy Khan. My deagle is in the ceiling. You skipped round two? Ah, whatever, man. He just died. I pre-watched. You guys could literally see the result that nothing happened. Stop spamming. Motherfuckers could literally see they missed nothing. He has 3 kills? Yeah, it's because he had 2 on the pistol and 1 that you just watched. Hold on. I've been wanting to do this one for a while. Hold on. There we go. Let's do that. Yes, thank God. That's a perma too. My God. And like that, chat has been so much better. Oh, you gotta hit that one, dude. Zester 1 really just... Maybe Zester 1 should be on phase, huh? When does he start acing everyone, man? There's literally a guy top mid boxes. Oh my God, he doesn't die there? I know he doesn't die there, but like, I just thought like they wouldn't even have seen each other. That's crazy work. Ooh, little cat jump action. Ooh. Let me see it again. Oh. Yeah, stay single, bro. Single zoom better. Single. Ooh. Yeah, baby. All right, nice. Nice. Simple's always double zoom more than most operas, but I feel like, at least for me, and I don't obviously like I used to, but I feel like double zooming is like, for whatever reason, it feels worse than CS2. It feels good to get like that extra zoom on like micro movements, but it feels really bad to hold angles double zoom. But for some reason, In CSGO, I felt like double zoomed holding angles felt really good. It's weird. It's a weird thing. Like if he was doubles, I don't know how to describe it. That was nice. His flicks still look good, man. He's just like back to that ancient game. I think when he's like posted, he's just not as, he just doesn't have as many reps. Oh my. Just like me for real. Nothing like donating an op underpass, dude. That's the best feeling. Well, he did the nade thing, but nobody flashed for him. I think I'm gonna be honest. I think not Face It. I think Simple just got the Face It treatment. He naded himself, peaked, but also his teammates didn't flash. Did you notice how he died and then you heard like 3 flashbangs explode mid afterwards? Yeah. I mean, it still blew out the smoke, but yeah, probably don't nade yourself, Simple. But like, that felt like the full Face It experience. He probably said flash him in. They said, yeah, we got you. And then he died and then they flashed. Minus 42 from your own nade when you're Simple means nothing, guys, okay? He doesn't even know that. No. Axe, he knew the good lineup. That's why I thought he threw it right, but I didn't realize he right-clicked it. He had it was fine. Right here, let's go back. Fuck it, I'm down to watch it. Let me see if I'm crazy. I think he had the lineup. Let's see. Yeah, that's the right. Yeah, he just right-clicked. No, that's it. Yeah, that's he literally did the lineup. He just right-clicked himself for 42. Unlucky. Yeah, he simply lagged, okay? He simply lagged. He had the lineup. He just right-clicked instead of left-click. No, that is literally just a left-click, guys. It's just a left-click. Tyler, thanks for the 68. Simple fucking noob teammates just die a day. Dude, Frozen's profile picture actually looks fucking sick. Ooh, Bogdan rule, huge. Fucking this Zester guy's kind of crazy. Zester 1 going nuts in this game, huh? Let's check. Can we check Zester's stats? 13 and 5, 120 DAR. Who the fuck is Zester 1, man? Who the fuck is this guy? Where was it? I don't even remember. Fuck, I have like 7 tabs open. Zester 1, man. Get this guy on a team. Where's he at? Wait. Hey. Simple. Don't kill anyone for a second. Stay right there. Ah, okay. Look at him go, man. He's frying, bro. He's in main. Simple getting humbled by main players. Just like me. Ooh! Nice. Clean. Honestly, if you get 2 kills, you're allowed to go die for the 3rd. That's allowed. Valid, especially on Mirage. Especially on Mirage, you just simply keep going. Oh, is he dual wielding nades? Ooh, W team play. He looks good, dude. I definitely think I feel like it's very obvious how much more comfortable he moves, at least on Mirage, than Ancient. But it's like hard to say because like I still think Ancient's such a dick opping map. Oh, oh, damn! They ended up losing that too. That's tough. What's Frozen at in this game? Frozen is currently 8-6. Let's do a stat check real quick. Stat check. We got Simple on 111. Frozen on 76 ADR. My goat. Step it up, Frozen. I need you to go crazy, man. Oh, for sure, dude. I think Simple Simple can definitely get a lot of form back. It's not if Simple can get like decent form, right? We're curious as to, is it Simple though? You know what I mean? Is it the same guy? Woof. Well, the P250 looks like the same fucking guy, huh? Tough. Frozen clutches that round? No, listen. This is toxic. We're only watching Sim. I'm simply just trying to see how the goat's looking right now, okay? Hell no, I didn't watch the Frozen clutchy weenies. What, did you guys fucking pre-watch this? Bunch of pre-watchers out here, man. We don't want Uncle Rico. Simple. Exactly. No, exactly, though. Like, you don't want him, you know, throwing that shit over the mountains. Oof, nice. This is his crosshair, man. Stick on this one. Simple had like the Donk crosshair on Ancient. That was basically the Donk crosshair, but it was blue. Now he's back on his crosshair. That was a nice recovery on the spray. Yep. Yeah. That's a classic right there. Hell yeah. That's the little shaky on the first one, but you bring it back, and then because you brought back the first kill, you're like powered up for your next shot. That's a known hidden passive in Counter-Strike. Everybody knows that's the rule. I'm gonna cheeseball this a little bit. Oh, wait. That finger. My favorite peeing tech? Wait, hold on. Is that why you always miss the first one? Whoa, dude. Well, Groovy just fucking knifed a guy. That's hilarious. The analyst getting to work in these pugs. Bernie, thanks for the 27, man. Bombs down in mid. 1v3. Huge fake flash. Huge. 24 and 10, and he's made it look so fucking effortless. I swear to God. That's what you know somebody's on their scary shit, though. Like, when somebody's like, I feel like he's made this look so casual. Ooh, the audio cue. Ooh. Ooh. Hell yeah. And he finds the op? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, me seeing the bottom of the fucking demo. Oh, no. Ah. Mm-mm-mm. Little too slow on the peak. Little too slow. Bro had no momentum in that swing. He was peaking like me out there. I think I've seen enough, actually. FaZe is going to win Dallas and the major. Yep, there it is. The recovery. Wow. Don't mind the first two? No, we're so back. We are so back, dude. Man. I'm just simply using the bottom of the recording, okay, guys, to kill some downtime here. Live editing, yes. Real. Will NAFPL be back when the pros come back or come to Dallas? Some of the EU professionals tried to play NAFPL last time. They usually stopped after the first day. I wouldn't get your hopes up. Oh, what the fuck just happened? Holy fuck. Wait. Sorry. Yeah, NAFPL still happens every week. It's just, yeah. Yeah, true. I will remember for the pick'em. Well, dude, for the pick'ems, I won't even make direct eye contact with Fury's emblem. Ooh, 1v2. I'm lucky I knew the result, but ooh, I thought he was gonna hit that. That looked fucking close. Did he tag him? This guy's low. He did get him through the wall, yeah? Nah, not even big. That shit was pooped on before. For sure, my favorite times are still like when FPL first rolled out. People always call it the rank S days, but when FPL first rolled out, that was actually like when it was good. Rank S is actually when it was on the downhill. Made for some funny moments, but like the Glocks moment isn't from rank S. That's from FPL. Like that time, like a lot of people confuse it. Like they just call it the rank S days, but like half the clips are from FPL. This isn't simple shit. Chat had me distracted. Sorry. Good call. Oof. Just in time. The fastest swap of the West, dude. Just to see my goat get a kill. Sorry, I looked at when there was a kill on the bottom and I didn't see who we were spectating. I was like, oh, we're all good. I can reach out for a second. Tisk, tisk. What are we thinking though? You guys think he looks better than you guys thought? Worse? The same? Hard to tell because it's Face It. Where are we at? What are you guys thinking? Perfect time for him to not get the first kill. Waiting for a fit. Perfect time for me to ask this question. That was a lot to unpack. That was a lot to unpack in one round. He's more comfortable with the rifle than the op. I think most people are. I don't think that's a simple thing, dude. I think that's why we've also seen such a rise in Zywu. That was a nice spray. He's got bomb. That timing was crazy on the backhaul guy. Surprised Simple's been benched for so long. Well, dude, he's under contract with Navi, so... And honestly, even this kind of came to surprise to me, but it makes sense because he's towards the end of his contract with Navi, so his loan's going to be cheaper. There it is. GG. Yeah, I mean, his rifle seems stronger than his op right now, but his op still looks good, man. His op still looks good. I think he just needs just even more reps. He clearly is, bro, his mind's still cooking. The Counter-Strike IQ is still there. No shocker there. He's literally the greatest of CSGO. Bro is still playing CS. I'm curious to see how the officials are going to be. Because I think, like, those are still so vastly different than, like, Face It games, you know, for example. The CS knowledge is still locked in. He's still got the fucking talent. The op difference is going to be interesting to see. His positions and officials on, like, certain maps are going to be the more interest. Like, if they get to play Mirage, it'll look good, I think. If they get to play Dust 2, you know, it's like when you start fucking around with that ancient Anubis life, where I'm curious to see how Simple looks. Funny enough, though, he had some... Remember he had, like, when he filled in for Falcons, he looked terrible on Anubis, and then he looked insane. Like, the next game. He was so hot and cold. It was crazy. Interesting, though. It was fun to watch, man. It's fun to see those, like, those actual in-game demos. Kind of gives you a real perspective of what's going on. Sure, he misses some shots and stuff like that, but in terms of him reading the game, which is probably the best thing to try to take away from that, dude is fucking in there. He's absolutely in there. You know, even on the ancient game where he didn't have a crazy pop-off like he did in Mirage, even if he was missing the kills, he was in the right spots. You know? Like, he was in the right spots. Most of the rotations were good. Some, like I said, some of the angles and the fights that he took were, like, hard, or he'd lose them, or he whiffed, whatever. But his rotations and his movement and, like, where he was getting to in the middle of rounds was really strong. I think that's because he's been watching a lot or playing a lot. It's probably both, man. You know, people made fucking Reddit posts because he's playing Dota 2 a lot instead of CS when he's benched. Like, I was just like, dude. I can't stress this enough. Like, people that are like, you play Face It when you're on a team to put hours into the game, not to, like, improve, right? The improvement is, like, just because you are playing CS. It's not really because of Face It. Like, Face It isn't the best tool, really. You know? So playing and grinding Face It pugs when you don't have a team, when you don't have a tournament to play in, it doesn't really do anything for you. Right? It's a glorified warm-up and a way to put hours into the game. And it's not bad to do. It's just you need an actual goal if you're going to be playing in it. Playing just to get elo is kind of, I feel like that's got to be horrible for your mental. You need to start somewhere. Well, you do. But what I always try to tell people is, like, if you're truly interested in, like, the competitive aspect of Counter-Strike, like, you're like, dude, I like competing and I want to sweat in CS, and maybe I even want to go pro. Maybe that's like you don't do it by grinding 10 hours of Face It, is my point. And even for somebody like Simply, that's not what he's going to do. That's just not, that's not, it doesn't do it. You play on a team, then in your off time when you, like, I've done a little bit, like, you have some goals in mind, you have some things you want to work on, you have things in mind to use in your games, you go and just fucking plow hours into Face It. And you might get to use them, you might not, but then you just kind of keep getting reps in different scenarios on Face It. But without the other part, you just kind of become this molding, toxic mess that doesn't do anything. A lot of players say Face It caused bad habits, and they can. Like I said, that's what I mean, is like you need an overarching goal. Loading up Face It just to play Face It for elo is not really a goal. It can be, but you need, like, what you don't see when you see these guys that play a lot of Face It that are, you know, somebody just said Monacy plays a lot of Face It. Have you realize how much time Monacy also spends outside of Face It? A lot. And you know how you can tell? There are so many, like, little things that he's doing inside of his games, right? That are just dead giveaways that he was practicing shit out of Face It to then use in the Face It games, right? He's not just sitting there like a mindless zombie hitting the Q button. He spent time before that fucking around with things, having a goal in mind and trying different things in Face It and playing Face It. It's both. You need both. And he's doing that because he wants to see how things feel before he uses them with the team and in officials. You know, and then because he has the team stuff, he wants another goal in the meantime to kind of like keep him in the right mindset to keep playing Face It. So then that's where the elo comes in. You know what I mean? Like, people just play to play and they don't actually have goals or things in mind that they're working on. And that's what I'm trying to have people understand. If your goal is to actually get good at Counter-Strike, you need to actually be doing things besides just doing this, coming over here and hitting the fucking play button as fast as you can after you just took a fucking loss and played like shit. Like, you gotta, there's a few things that you gotta do, you know? But that's going to wrap it up for me. All right. So did we hit 100? Let me see. I think you called it maintenance. Yeah. Did we hit 100? Am I doing a not flom stream? So basically, if you guys are wondering why the fuck I got on so late, only streamed 3 hours, and I'm already talking about ending. We were supposed to have a match today. It was supposed to be later today, so I wanted to sleep in longer. We don't have a match today. So I got on later. We do have a match tomorrow, and I do want to watch the games tomorrow. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think what I want to do is take the rest of the day, touch grass or touch rocks, hop on around like 3 or 4 a.m. tomorrow, watch these games, break in the middle of the day, stream my own matches, and then rinse and repeat. Is Coop back playing? I don't think so. He hasn't told us he wanted to play yet. Like I said, I am literally not going to ask him until we have Pone. In the meantime, Cooper's been doing shorter streams. He's only done 2 streams. I imagine he doesn't want to play yet. So, and like I said, I'm not going to, I don't want to like pressure him because I feel he's already got enough on his plate, dude. He doesn't need some old man asking about his stream team. He'll tell me when he's ready to play. He'll tell me when he's ready to play, and luckily we're in a fortunate enough spot that we don't need him to come flying back in now that we have Pwn playing. Time is your game tomorrow? As of right now on Face It, game tomorrow is, I think, at 7 PST, so... What happened with him? He's a dad, bro. He's paternity leave, bro. So this is the match tomorrow. I think this one is going to be a doubleheader or something. I don't know. One of them, I think, is getting moved to that day. When are we... Let's see. Hold on. Did we propose one yet? I don't know. They asked to move it. I don't know. We'll see. We're about to get this one moved, though. That's the one we were supposed to play today. And then maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We got at least 2 or 3 matches this week, though. All right. I will be back tomorrow. I'll probably be streaming on Not Flom, even though I tried to bait you guys into the goal either way, just because I kind of feel bad for ending earlier today. But like I said, today's plans got fucked up, so it just kind of got a little unlucky there. Apologies for that. Sorry for the short stream. But I'll be back tomorrow for sure, and I'm gonna stream earlier tomorrow regardless, just because I was able to catch up on some sleep. Yeah, Kyra, yeah. Today was a weird day. Weird schedule. Things got fucked up. It's okay. I'm going to just accept the blame for the schedule getting weird, and we run it back tomorrow, and we just do our thing. Okay? Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching the simple stuff with me and watching the games. I'll see you guys tomorrow, or I'll catch you guys on the Not Flom stream. If you guys want to see me tank some keys and WoW, there you go. I did, Kirby. I watched it a little while ago, though. There you go. If you guys want to check out, that's where I play WoW and blast music with no chem. Austin's just around the corner. I know. That's also why I'm not trying to like press the stream too hard, because Astana is this week. Then we got Dallas. Then I'm going to Dallas. Then I come back, and then I'm going to Minnesota to see my family. Then I'm back, and then the major starts, and then I'm going to Austin for the major. So I got some shit. I'm like trying not to fucking... I'm not rating myself. That's a shout out, you weenie. I will host somebody, though. Let's see. Pwn streaming again. We'll give Pwn some love. Yeah, we'll give Pwn some love again. All right. Thank you for watching, guys. Apologies for the short stream today. Like I said, I just kind of got my schedule all turned around, man. I hope you guys really enjoyed hanging out with me, though. Appreciate the follows, the subs, the donations. You guys are absolutely beautiful. Thank you. We run it again tomorrow. I'll be on earlier to watch more of the games tomorrow, and I have my own match tomorrow. If you guys have missed any of the matches, or you guys missed the major announcement, or if you guys want to see this, the simple demo will be on the main stream probably. Clips and Highlights channel has the major announcement, reaction, and it has all the past matches for advanced. Okay? Take it easy. See you on Not Flom later, or I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later. Bye-bye. Be nice.